And we were like, I was feeling kind of good. I said, man, let me start the other stream. I know Stanley's coming up at some point, and maybe I could be, I don't know, an hour and a half or something like that. Maybe, I should I'll go as long as I can. I enjoyed the last stream with Lisa. That was pretty interesting. At least I like it. I hope you don't mind if I take the circles out. I think, it makes me look small. I hate looking small. Let's change these circles to a square. All right, guys. Let's see. Let me make sure we're live everywhere. And let's see if we're live everywhere. It's like the other stream is still showing up as live. Oh yeah, we're live now. I'm going to change the title to this. Uh, Woke up a little pissed off, but feeling good, drinking good. And as long as I got some weed, I might need to call the weed man early. It's still 11. It's 11 o'clock. Maybe I call the weed man before it get too late. They got weed maps and all that up here. Feeling good. Smoking good. Drinking good. Young Galt. Young Galt. There you go. Call in. You can call in. We got the road cranked up, at least for the next hour or so. Let me put that in the title. Give me a minute. You can put that in the title. Let's see, do this right here. You prank call, whatever the fuck. I'm feeling good right now. Feeling good. Smoking good. Drinking good. And that would be me, John Galt. And okay, we got one person in the chat already. Let's see what's in the bot rings. What's going on? Yeah, I really enjoyed that chat with Lisa, guys. I don't know what you think. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. One of the things is you can kind of see that. We have a very good relationship. I have a very good relationship with all the women in my life. I don't have the same type of complaints. So it's very interesting when you see the people come on the hood surgeons, and I'm not dissing those guys or anything like that, casting any aspersions. But for me, it's just kind of easy peasy with women. And so yeah, she does sound chill, JQ. So it always just baffles me, to see and much of it may be a money grab, and I understand the hustle, but I think part of the time, unless it would be very difficult for me to get up here and grift about women when I don't have women problem. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. So I'm assuming some of this must be coming from a genuine place, or maybe they're really trying to help people. I'm not quite sure, but every woman I ever dealt with, I could probably get them on the phone. It all sounds just like Lisa, you know. I really don't understand. I ain't trying to figure it out either. As I say, it's just too much time wasting on things unproductive. You can't change people. Women in particular, you're definitely not going to change them. What I think that is the most successful, route to go about is improving upon yourself, and women will come. I promise you that. Hell, they're looking for the man who's successful. Shit, they'll leapfrog your ass. They'll leave your ass for a successful man. So I just think it's just like pointless to keep chasing women. Like shit, they chase me. Shit, you hear these motherfucker transgenders and the straight ones, Mr. John God can wait. Is there anything I can do? And for many men, there is nothing that they can do, so they end up asking someone like me. And this is what happens in the world. This is just the way the world works. That woman tired of asking men, can she take one last shower? And then some man says, you know what? I got a place where you can take endless showers. If she leaves that man that got her living in the room to go with him. And that's the way it works. You're never going to escape that. Talking about this shit ain't going to work. Moaning, crying about this shit ain't going to work. And giving your money, time, and energy to women clearly is not going to work. Now, you know what what I truly believe the women's the woman's mentality is this: I ain't got no time for your ass. Period, nigga. Point blank. I truly believe this. Like it, love it, nigga. This the way it is, right? And that's the way it is, right? And niggas be talking about 35 trying to get my life together. By 35, nigga, you better get it together. I'll be working on getting together with her. Because you're probably not going to find a man a woman that's going to want to get it together while with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way. Not at 35. It just doesn't work that way. So you got to work on yourself, get your shit together, and then put yourself back in the marketplace when you're, in a better position. A higher value man is, I think Kevin Samuels would coin that term. So that's the way I see it. That's the way I look at the world. And, so when you see me on here, and, that's just kind of the way I see it. I was on, Izzy Bands? I like his channel. He's most successful than me, so I can't criticize him or anything like that. And I'm not criticizing. And so he had Angry Man, a couple other people on it. I think is it Angry Man? Yeah, Angry Man. And so I'm sitting there talking to him, and I'm like, yo, like every conversation went back to women. I'm like, bro, like, yo, I swear, I promise you, I ain't trying to like, I ain't trying to like, and I had nothing to say. I'm sitting here like, I have nothing to say about women and shit like that. Like, what you want from me, bro? Like, and so I sat there, on the panel, I complimented Angry Man for a couple things he said and shit like that. But there was really nothing else I could say on the stream. And again, I just don't have that much animosity, angst, and on it toward women. And I definitely ain't about to sit here and talk about their ass all day. I'd much rather they talk about me and hope I come by and visit them later. Maybe I get off this stream and go to lovely Elisa's house, warm her ass up, right? Nigga, for me, 35, I was winding down, nigga. It was over for me, shit. I had accomplished almost everything I had intended to accomplish. I did a little bit more after 35 just because the light never goes out. The candle never goes out with me. There's a light, a fire that continues to burn. Lisa was telling you on the last stream, like, shit, I had nightmares like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. That's true. Nightmares like a motherfucker. And, paranoid like a motherfucker. Maybe it's the weed I smoke. I don't know. But I'd much rather be paranoid than complacent. And I think that's me, John, going, paranoid, always on edge, nigga. I'm on the treadmill of life. Trying to see ahead of, the rising water, the rising tides, as I say. And so anyway, so that's kind of I guess, it's a good start to the show. We'll see where it goes here. What do I want to talk about? At last stream, we talked about some of my places in Manhattan that I really enjoy going. When I was living in New York more regularly, when I was in New York more regularly, I'd go to 6700 Ricardo Steakhouse, and those were some of the great places, some of the more memorable times I had in Manhattan. And anyway, so it was interesting to see that postal service worker that was killed by the transgender. And maybe we'll get into a little bit of that right now, because that was very interesting. I hear that they put that woman into a male prison. So I think her name is Jaya Cruz. And we'll just do a little deep dive on her while we're here today. Let's see. Jaya Cruz, I think is her name. Jaya Cruz is her name. Jaya Cruz. Let's see. We'll start our first tab. See what it says here.
Family and friends struggling to understand his senseless death. He was fatally stabbed at a deli yesterday, and police believe it was all over a sandwich. And now a woman is in custody, charged with his death.
Man, they keep calling this fucking woman a woman. This was strictly a man. Like, seriously, like, dude, I can't. Hey, man, listen. If they get away with this, she may get off. This shit, I was a woman. I was in fear for my life. This big nigga challenged me. I hope they tell you guys what really led to the fight. Of course, the sandwich is what was the genesis of it all, but there's more to it.
Eyewitnesses reported Janice Yu live in Harlem with more Janice.
Harlem World, nigga. Harlem World.
Well, David, that suspect is now charged with first-degree murder, and records show she has at least 2 prior arrests, both in...
We're gonna keep playing that game, goddammit. We're gonna keep playing the game.
Involving knives. Meantime, the family...
2 arrests involving knives. Man.
Of this victim, they're heartbroken and they're trying to make sense of why this had to happen. The warmth from dozens of candles could be felt on a frigid Friday morning as friends and neighbors stopped by the Mott Haven houses to remember the life of Ray Hodge.
I watched him growing up, and to see him, go from one stage of life to the next to better himself was anything you could ask from a kid.
This friend tells Eyewitness News he and Hodge grew up together in the Bronx.
We all love them in the community. It's a tragic loss. We're going to celebrate them, and we're going to keep the spirit alive.
He says the 36-year-old took his kids to school every morning, and he took care of his mother, loved sports and music. He says he could have never imagined Hodge would be killed in such a senseless manner.
Honorable, stand up. Now, I mean, integrity, morals, principles. He was one of the good young boys we had out here, you heard?
Police say the 36-year-old postal worker was on the job when he was stabbed and killed inside this deli on Lenox Avenue and West 118th Street Thursday afternoon. An employee of this deli says this violent confrontation between Hodge and a 24-year-old named Jai...
24. God. Man, you know what's so crazy, man? I talked about the black dilemma earlier today, and I know these are not black people; they're like Puerto Ricans. I was on the subway today earlier to Georgia Avenue, Petworth, and I'm sitting downstairs on the platform and shit. Of course, I get back. I ain't trying to get pushed up on no motherfucking train and nothing. And so I look up and I see a black woman. 2 black ass ghoul looking motherfuckers up above me. And I said, oh shit, these niggas could spit on me. So I said, well shit, let me get back where they can't spit on me and shit. So, and I said, damn, like this is the way that motherfuckers have to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker might spit on your ass or do any kind of stupid ass shit. And like, it's the black dilemma. It's why Lisa lives where she lives. Man, it take me 25 minutes to get to her house. No black people around. But if you'd ask Lisa and say, do I still have an echo here? If I have an echo, let me know. But if you'd ask Lisa, Lisa, why you live where she lives? She's not going to tell you why. She's only going to tell you, he like it's walkable. But there's a reason why it's fucking walkable. But these are the things that you just cannot say here. So anyway, just a thought that crossed my mind. Anyway.
The cruise started over something trivial.
Man, listen. You know how many motherfuckers I had killed, beat up in my house, or some shit trivial. Hell, none of it's serious. Hell, their whole fucking life is trivial. Who gets next in the sandwich line? Who drank the last bit of juice? I played a video in the last stream. Motherfuckers got kicked out of the house over who ate what, right? I played it, right? You heard it. So you know what? this up. Are you able to hear me now? Are you able to hear me? Testing. Let me know if you're able to hear me, guys. Let me know if you're able to hear me. I'll test it myself just to make sure. Okay, I'm not sure what the fuck happened here. I changed up cameras and, maybe the audio switched up with that too. So I don't know. I'll stick with this camera. I wanted the other camera to go. But anyway, can you hear the background music? I got a little background music tonight. I'm not sure if you can hear it. If you are, I'm curious to know if you can tell what's playing in the background. JQ, what's up, man? JQ, man, where are you located? Daniel Nixon, where are you located? It's one of the things I always ask people, so I'm always very curious about where you're located. JQ as well. I see Act Nation, whatever the fuck his name is. He just went live and he said it was like a mass shooting in DC. So let me that's in the headline. I think he used to live here or work here or something like that. So I don't want to crib his shit, but I will, crib it a little bit. I bet this shit was right around my way. We're gonna see where it was. A mass shooting in DC. There aren't many white people that have mass shootings these days. So we're gonna see what a mass shooting was. Multiple people injured. 4 to 5 people wounded. Let's see where it happened. Damn it. A little short on details. Let's see what else is being reported. Mass shooting, 5 people arrested. Let's see where Northeast DC. My mother lives in Northeast DC. I'm hoping there's a video about it. Maybe someone is I used to follow this nigga on Twitter. I used to ask him, I said, can you describe the shooters for me? Some bitch blocked me. I tell you, the blacks just can't be honest with themselves. And
right from international news that's coming in, what we're learning is that 5 people have been injured after a mass shooting in Northeast DC. 2 of the injured victims were reportedly transported to a hospital by the emergency medical services, while others.
Hey, JQ, I think J-Dub lives in Roswell or somewhere like that. My cousin used to live in Roswell. Then he moved back to Alabama. That shit rent with 2 guys. He said he's the only motherfucking American in that bitch. Everybody else foreigners. Foreign America. Man, fuck this shit for a minute. We get back to these mass shooting niggas. Let them fill out the details for a little bit. Then we'll see who and what and where. I hope this shit ain't over in my mother's neighborhood because okay. You know what? I stand corrected about that video. Of course, my lovely lady Lisa, she's just such an honest woman. And she says, I was thinking about starting a channel when I filmed that shit in Baltimore. Oh, okay, I stand corrected. I didn't remember. But nothing ever happened for years, and then then it happened. So maybe it was always in the recesses of my mind. I've always thought that damn, I'm jumping around today. I guess I'm in a really good mood because I'm jumping around. I've always thought that from being a landlord in the inner city dealing with blacks, it gives you a vantage point, not just blacks, but that is probably the bulk of my business over the years. It really has given me a good vantage point, of where the economy is headed, things like that. How many things have I brought you, like the buy now, pay later Affirm? You may not even use it, but you could have invested in it because down on the level, my customers are using it. And I brought you that first. I did a stream about that months ago, and I think Kid Crack has talked about the stock and stuff like that. So I think that is kind of being the life of a landlord. You're like you have your finger on the pulse of the economy. I've told you about GoPuff, DoorDash, Uber Eats. I've shown you so many pictures of people that order from them. All of my tenants, my guests, whatever, and those people are feeding the engine. I think ultimately they're feeding an engine to their own destruction in many ways. They should be cooking at home, but in some cases they work for these companies and turn around and spend their hard-earned money buying food deodorant, drinks, and soda and shit like that from the same damn company paying the vig of delivery and shit like that. The delivery costs and bullshit like that is truly amazing. Man, Daniel Nixon, that store, man, like they're gonna have to be willing to sell or finance. Master Kim, even I agree. The reason why they're asking so much for the store is because like 2 doors down, like a massive development was built, like maybe 2 buildings and then 2 buildings in the back. So I think a total of 4 buildings, and that's a main thoroughfare. And so they're probably trying to hold firm on the price for what I call like hot money to come in, foreigners, stuff like that. So I don't have $1 million cash to pay these people and then turn around and renovate the place, and that's what they're really looking for. And I think that is the state of America today, is that the opportunities for people to open up a business in their neighborhood are rapidly diminishing. When I was living in Brooklyn, man, I tell you no lie, one of the things I first saw, I was living in Brooklyn, and a buddy of mine, he's been on the stream, Andrew, the electrical contractor. He was like, yo, let's buy a building, like a 3-family, your family, my family could share it, and then we rent at the top. We already had a place at the time, a building at the time, a 2-family, ironically enough, the Tethers, but he was a Tether too. He was Jamaican. Anyway, so we were looking for buildings, and of course he wanted to live in a nice neighborhood. He don't want to live around black people. Understood. I'm willing to live around the motherfuckers. I do here. I do in Brooklyn. And the buildings we were looking for like $2 million. I'm like, damn, $2 million, and you got to pay taxes, property taxes. That's a lot of scratch, bro. And I think a lot of Americans just can't afford this. So you have to ask yourself, well, who's paying the $2 million? Well, who's paying $2 million? It's foreign money, hot money. People coming out of China, Russia, India, and places like that. And I think that really puts Americans up against the 8-ball. And I think you'll see the same thing with that store. If they hold fast on a hard cash number, they'll come down in price, but the only people that will be able to buy it are people that have a lot of cash, people that are hoarding cash, maybe in some businesses where it's part legal, partly illegal. So they're able to, stash a lot of cash, and they need places to put it. So this is what they do. And so that's what I wouldn't be surprised to see. Americans, we're going to have to team up if we want to ward this off. Like, there really is no other way. As you can see, all of these people are teaming up, and they're conducting business together. And Americans, by and large, are trying to go the normal way, where you start a business, maybe you start streaming on YouTube or something like that, and that becomes your business. But the middleman of YouTube is always going to get his cut, and that cut is going to be so prohibitive that it's going to prevent you from being pretty much successful in anything you want to do. You see me trying to cut out the middleman here every day, because I can't afford to give Airbnb carte blanche 27% of all of my revenue. What the hell are they doing? I'm the one cleaning up. Well, you seen the piss jars. Who cleans that shit up for me? So anyway, it's something I'm a little passionate about. I was talking to my lady friend today. I was like, the thing is, like, a lot of Americans are being squeezed. It's like, like an inverted pyramid in the ways that the corporations, of varying levels are taking all they can get, squeezing all the juice out of the lemon. And by the time it gets down to me, you're seeing all these broke ass people where they used to not be in such terrible positions, but now they seem to be in very terrible positions. And so, it all plays out like that. And we're going to see. But anyway, so let me see if I can find a better video of this shooting. I don't want to hear this fucking Indian woman. A lot of mass shootings. This was 22 hours ago. Let's see if there's an Indians all over this. And so, wait. That was including children. See, anything new? Well, you got to have something new. Let's see. Damn, the fucking Indians are all over this. Maximize it. Honolulu. Maybe they shot some Indian. India today. Damn. Damn, Republic World, that's Indians. Maybe ABC Los Angeles has something. We take a look at this. Mass shooting in front of a funeral home? Is that what it said? Killing one person, 2 children. Jeez Louise. What? Wait a minute. Is it okay? They got a video? Is that a video? Okay.
Breaking news to tell you about tonight. And more gun violence and a deadly shooting in the nation.
Gun violence. Women. It's a fucking media propaganda. Woman stabs man. Gun shoots people. Gun commits violence. We need to put these guns in jail, ladies and gentlemen. Disarm the guns.
This is capital. Cops there say a man was killed and 2 young boys were wounded when 2 men get out of a car and fired into a crowd. It happened tonight in Northeast Washington, D.C. 3 adults also suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police are now looking for a blue Toyota sedan used by the gunman.
No, he didn't.
Biden today awarded our nation's highest civilian honor to 19 people.
No, I can't believe he said what he said. What did he say? No, he didn't. It's gonna take a minute for this video to load. Let's see. I thought he said, damn, 10 shot outside nightclub in New York. Everywhere you go, it's the same old shit. Different day. Man, how many of you guys are going to be watching the NFL tomorrow? This is something I wanted to cover in the last stream, and maybe I'll cover it here. Oh, man, I want to cover. How many of you guys heard about Jalen Ramsey? What is this? No, it ain't. This can't be. Wait a minute. No way. No way. Hold on. This can't be. Wait a minute. This can't be Jay. How many of you guys have heard about Jalen Ramsey here? Is this him with Gillette? All right, anyway. So anyway, Jalen Ramsey posted on Twitter. I'm not sure if you guys saw this. Let's see if it's Jalen Ramsey. I think he's a safety or something for the mic. I don't even watch football. Anyway, so here's Jalen Ramsey. Oh, yeah. No blurred out ears ago. Any of you guys ever taking any pictures like that with your children? Huh? Let me know. You got any pictures like that? If you do, send them to me. Love to see it. You got some pictures like that with your children? Hey, what do you guys think about that? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you think about it. You see that? Anybody see that? What are these children doing? Daniel Nixon, you asked me about a knife fight. Yeah. It's got Winston. Motherfucker Winston. I can't remember the other nigga's name. Nigga worked at a PG County commercial trash pickup. So you pick up trash at apartment buildings. Light skinned nigga with dreadlocks. But Winston was old dark skinned nigga worked at the grocery store around the corner. The one that Lisa said is so nasty and shit. And so I had one nigga living in one house and another nigga living in another house, and I wanted to get rid of both of them niggas, so I mixed them together. And I thought the dark skinned nigga would come out, but that light skinned nigga really he had a will to live that was probably stronger than the dark skinned nigga, Winston. So he killed that motherfucker. Well, they didn't kill him, but he stabbed him up real good. He should have been in prison because he stabbed the man after he was no longer a threat to him. But anyway, this is Jalen Ramsey, NFL player. You know, the NFL can't build a league with these people. I promise you, they can't. You can't do it. Like, this is so outside of the bounds of civil society that you can't build a team with them. You can't build a league that, you know, is going to be built around. Look at all of the tattoos. Jeez Louise. Totally amazing. Have you heard about what Daryl Green said. Anyone know who Daryl Green is? I found it very interesting. Daryl Green, he's probably he'll be easy to find for me because he doesn't trend very often. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is right here. Let's see what this is. Let me see. Come in, Dresden.
Fucking go!
What?
First time driving in Atlanta, and I see this shit.
ATL shouty. ATL. Black Run America. The ADOS ain't gonna be able to keep breeding to keep up with these Africans. The tethers. The tethers don't believe in them Bati boys. You ADOS niggas, y'all done fucked up. Like ADOS nigga. ADOS. I bet you can put that shit up in Jamaica. Anyone from Jamaica in this motherfucker, can you put that shit up in Jamaica, my nigga? ADOS, what the tethers at? What them tethers? Any tethers in the audience right there? Could you put that shit up in your home country? Tethers. What the tethers at? Can I put that up in Jamaica, Barbados? I know you can't put that shit up in Barbados. Jamaica, Bati boy. ATL shouter. JQ, you seen this shit? At least the gas cheap, nigga. At least the gas cheap. $2.94. ATL shouted. God damn. That's a fucking amazing. Boom, bye, bye. Yo, speaking of that boom, bye, bye. Music and shit. I figured out how Angry Man. I was on the panel. I told you I was on the panel. Angry Man and Izzy bands. I'm gonna leave that shit up for a minute so you niggas can revel in it. Pucker your lips, motherfucker. Pucker your lips. I was on the channel with Angry Man, Izzy bands. And fucking, I'm just fucking. I ain't got nothing to hide, nigga. They can attack me for what I say. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Whatever. Man, all them niggas talking about women and shit. Like, it just bored me, bro. That shit bores the fuck out of me. Then I see a nigga married. Nigga, what the fuck a married nigga talking about? Why he whining, complaining? At best, maybe give some casual advice, nigga, but I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. It must just be for content. But I rightfully don't understand it. You know what I mean? I really don't understand. Hey, yeah, I want to make one quick phone call. And let me see if I can, I can do this. Let's see, nigga, a little time. I want to call my buddy Philippe.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not a...
Man, y'all niggas, y'all see me, like, honestly, bro, listen, I'm gonna be straight up honest. Like, I'm a very transparent person anyway, so I don't even have to say that shit straight. I'm gonna be honest, nigga. I'm already, like, man, I don't, like, the way you hear it, listening out on the phone, it's just the way it is, honestly. Like, there's no, and she's a fucking Democrat. You see how she hemming and hawing? Oh, not black people. She don't want to see no shit like that. I understand. Fucking she. I let that shit live. Right? She a woman. The fuck she want? You have a child by a woman or some shit like that, and she believe in, whatever shit like that. Black Lives Matter. What you gonna do? Talk against it? You gotta let it ride. Some battles aren't worth fighting. And I think these motherfuckers want to, like, conquer the woman. I don't think you have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, if you lead in a if you effectively lead, I think you'll persuade a woman to do, 80% of what to be a matter of compromise. Where she'll do 80% of what you want her to do because she trusts you. And I think when you heard the video of the lady in the room with her man, she's talking for her man. He works sometime. Ain't no way in the hell she gonna lean on him because she's carrying most of it. She said, we pay 50-50 most of the time. Like, yeah, that's when he's working. But she working 100% of the time. He worked probably 50% of the time, and that's when they go 50-50. At that point, he should go 100 because she been holding him down 100% of the time while he wasn't working. And I think those are the type of things that if you aren't willing to do that, he should have stayed at home with his cousin. If you know who I'm talking about, I'm not going to replay the video. He got himself on his feet, but he couldn't let the woman go. And it's hard to let a woman go. I understand that. But to do the best for your own self, I think you have to do it. And so many of these men are just, they're just incapable. They pussy whooping, they say. Let me cut this shit down. Stop. Fucking Jalen Ramsey. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this right here. I'm probably going to be on this H-1B scam for a long time. I've long knew like that these companies weren't real. Yeah, I showed you my inbox, and I was like, man, I don't even respond to these people. Look at this shit. Look at that. I don't even look. I haven't even clicked on most of this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. None of this shit is real, bro. Look, it's all Okaya. None of this shit is real, man. Look at all these fucking Indian names. Look up, is anyone fucking amazed by this shit? Is Richard here? I know Richard's in software. Is Daniel Nixon? Is anyone fucking amazed? Look at this shit. Can everyone see? This is my inbox, by the way. Oh, motherfucking Indians. What in the fuck is going on, people? Look at this shit. All one company, people. One of 100 of many. All the way back 2019. This shit been going on a long time, people. Amazing. Are these even the same people? Like, this could be two different people. Who the fuck knows? Look at this shit. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. One of many. One of 100 of many. Look at this shit. I bet none of these motherfuckers live in America. Look at this shit. Fucking amazing, amazing, amazing. Fucking amazing. This shit is really trying. This shit. Man. And I used to, man, bro, like, I promise you, like, I tell you no lie. I used to love writing software, man. Like, it was my thing. I promise you. I used to love that shit. It's Michael Savison, man. It took my birthright away from me. I've been doing this shit since I was 6 years old, bro. Look at this shit. Okaya. I've been doing this shit since I was 6 years old, bro. All this shit. Look at these misspellings and shit. J space query. Man, it's fucking amazing. Bro, they took my birthright. I've been doing it's what I love doing, man. Like for a long time. It's very disheartening. I will say this. To be honest with you, man, I've developed some of the biggest websites. I've told you guys, like, I developed the Olympics website, Team USA. Team USA. I developed this shit right here. I developed this shit right here. They've updated. Maybe they've did something different, but a lot of this shit, the initial foundation, all this shit, the athletes, Paralympics, motherfuckers. I developed a lot of this shit. Let's see if you can search for athletes. I remember developing the search, the athletes. Let me see. If it's in, look, I ain't gonna do it. They probably have changed it by now. But back in the day, we would search by query string or something like that. Let me see if I can search by athlete name. And so the query string is here. And I'm going to search for Abbott. See if they put it in the query string. If it is, they still using my same code. They shouldn't be. That was some old code there. No, they're not anymore. But it's basically the same page. They just changed it up a little bit. More filters and shit like that. But anyway, and I didn't. What else I went? I developed the WPO.org. And I wanted to play something for you guys as I'm thinking about. I'm a little fucked up. I know I have it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look for it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, but as I was saying, I talk to Stanley a lot about this all the time. That when I used to go on job interviews, and you probably heard Crack say it, and I've said it the same thing. Crack said one time, he said, "Man, I just go on job interviews just to be going on job interviews." Anyone ever heard Crack say that? Yeah, I did develop World Bank. I'll show you. Anyone ever heard Crack say that? I developed 3 websites for the World Bank. I'll show you that in a minute. Anyone ever heard Crack said it about 2 weeks ago? He said, I would just go on interviews just to be, bro. I used to do this shit all the time. Nigga, I had jobs. I still be going. Practice, nigga, like trying to get shot. And one of the things is, like, for me at least, this is how I thought about it. Like, I always wanted to stay on the cutting edge. And when you work for a company, they'll get bogged down in whatever technologies that they're using. And they may never, if you're with a group of people, they may never go outside their boundaries of comfortability. And then you don't learn the latest and greatest, right? And I told you about the lady, the Indian woman, she was named DePolly. And we were upgrading from VB6 to VB.NET or to .NET. It was going to be C#. And my manager, Matt, one day I'm going to call him on the stream. You guys have to remind me to call Matt on the stream. That motherfucker had to fire me. I walked into, I told you, I walked into the house and started with a gun. And at some point, the Department of Justice, that's who prosecutes cases here in DC, they called my manager, and I was working for the Department of Justice. I showed you the website I developed on this. It was cops DOJ. Yeah. So I developed. I was working here, and this was ironically, this was Joe Biden's baby before he ever became president of VP. This was Joe Biden's baby. Don't let anyone ever tell you anything against it. Joe Biden was for putting cops on the street. This was his baby right here. Now, later in life, he had to run away from this, and the news media hid this from people. And most people don't know this. And I remember sitting in meetings. And so we were developing the database. We were developing everything, not just the database, and so there was so much back and forth. It's government, right? And it was the city of Philadelphia. I remember it like yesterday. They wanted like pension contributions, the uniforms, everything paid for the cops, included in the grant, right? And that's what this organization does. Community-oriented policing. What is it? Services and strategies. Community services. And so, look at these motherfuckers. And so, Philadelphia, like, we ain't paying for shit. Government should pay for it all, right? So we had to write the application where every line item for the uniform, the gun, that nigga, the pension contribution, everything was paid for. And this is how they ended. The goal was 100,000 cops on the street. Let me see if I can pull up. COPS 100,000 cops on street. I think Bill, what did Bill? I don't know who's in office this time. I'm gonna put Biden's name in the end. Biden, DOJ. Anyway, so we're sitting in meetings, we're developing this shit. They're giving us the requirements basically on what costs should be included, what costs should be excluded. I wish I could find the audit. Oh, here you can see it right here. See, man, folks, listen, I live right here in DC. I have no reason to lie to you people. Look at that. What you see? Nigga, I did that. John Galt did that. Don't listen to Obama, nigga. I did that. I do that. And I'm going to have the manager one day. He's still a good friend of mine. He's that motherfucker that I tell you that he... When we go to the Trump Hotel, when we used to go to the Trump Hotel, I tell my lovely lady Lisa, I'm going to the Trump Hotel. But he tell his wife, I'm just hanging out with John Galt. And then he meet up with me at the Trump Hotel and he said, can you pay for the dinner so my wife don't know where we've been? And then I go home with a Trump bag. And Lisa don't say shit to me. What the fuck is the difference between him and me? I just have voices. I don't know. Right? Like, but I can go to the motherfucking Trump Hotel and my woman ain't gonna say shit. This motherfucker here dancing around. He getting up going to work every day. He can't go where the fuck he want to go and eat what he want to eat, where the fuck he want to eat, without some fucking woman screaming in his ear, screeching in his ear. That's why the manosphere exists, I guess. Nigga, not me, Jungle. You seen me right here on the channel, nigga. I don't play the fucking game. Anyway, very interesting, yo. Very interesting. This is me right here. I did this. I mean, clearly this woman controls him because he can't go to the man. Listen, when I bring him up here on the stream, if he'll come, motherfucker may not be able to come. His wife, let me show you who his wife works for. She works for an agency, De Blasio, PR firm. This is who she works for. Let's see. I think it's his firm right here. You can see the headline right here. Oh yeah. Martin, yeah, I can definitely get that interview. That's not hard. Yeah. I mean, I've met him several times. That wasn't the first time I met him. So my friend, the one that can't go to the Trump Hotel, I think this is the name of the firm his wife works for. I think it's called Hilltop. I think that's it. I could be wrong. There's so many of these motherfuckers. Matter of fact, let me see. I can better tell you. I can tell you by this. Elect. Yeah, this is it. This may be it. Yeah, this is it right here. This is it right here. Damn, this is it right here. What the fuck is the name? Yeah, man, you gonna make me show you some text messages. Actually, let's see. Yep, this is it right here. This is it. Yeah. Look at them names, people. Danny Nixon in the audience. Can you understand Yeah, what the Galt is cooked. What? That nigga. Ooh, man, I've been here too long. GC, I've been around here too long, man. I know the game. I know how the game is played. You see that right there? Yeah. They got de Blasio elected. Yeah, they got de Blasio elected right there, and they so powerful that they can keep a man from even going to the Trump Hotel and spending his own money. I mean, she's making maybe $500,000 doing this shit. In this weak ass de Blasio elected, so it's good business. He wore the pants in the family in that case. Berlin Rosen, the company that got, what did they say? What's the headline say? I'm still feeling pretty good, guys. The company, 10 million. Understand how the game is, but let me see if I can show you guys some of that nigga text messages. I got it. I got this new app called Let's View. Anyone familiar with that app? Let's View. How many of you niggas familiar with that? Let's View. How many of you familiar with that? Let's View. It's an app. Anyone familiar with that? Anyway, so there's an app called Let's View. And I should be able to just pull it up just on the screen nowadays. Nowadays, I only have to like send this shit to my messages, nothing like that. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. I think I showed you guys the message. Yeah, I can show you guys the message right here. Man, this is perfect. This Let's View shit. It is fucking perfect. And let me share my screen with you. Give me 1 second. So you know I ain't lying to you. Let me see. Let's see if I get the message out. Yeah, maybe get the message out. Oh, anything. Y'all niggas ain't ready. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas ain't ready for what I'm about to show you. Dang Nixon. Oh, your skis here, Dang Nixon. Oh, your skis, my friend. Oh, your skis. Let me see. How do I do this? Let me see. Let me share this with you guys. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this guy. Let's see. Oh, dang this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, dang this. And you ready? Have mercy. Can you guys read that? Can you guys read? Oh. I mean, can you guys read it? Can you guys read that? Y'all niggas ain't ready. I bring in that real dope. Real dope. Real dope. I'm not back in zoom. Let me see if I can zoom down next. Let me see. Man, screenshot this shit, man. Can anyone read this? If not, I'll screenshot this shit and make it a little bit bigger. You're gonna want to read this thing, Nixon, though. Oh, dang it, you're gonna want to read this. Let me know if you got. Do I need a screenshot? Let me screenshot this shit. Let me screenshot it just for you, Dane. This you gonna love it. Listen. Hey, nigga, you can't see that shit, so I'm gonna stop it. And I'm gonna show you this, Dane Nixon. How about that? Let's see if I can share my screen. Share a window instead. And you're gonna love this, Dane Nixon. Dane Nixon, you're gonna love it. Let's see. Now I can zoom. I think. Can you see that, Dane Nixon? Let's see. Damn, you still can't zoom? Now you understand what's going on, Dane. You better understand. What the fuck you think, Berlin Rosa? What the fuck you think that meant? Huh? Nigga, I should not say. What does it say right here? These leftist communications a lot of times that veers into politics. She was in the Obama administration 4 years. That's how you make that money. Well, Obama don't dance no more. Oh shit, VC's in her space. I said, what you see? He said, what the venture capitalists, them mother want that money. They want to see growth. They want to see solar energy, climate change, something, bitch, make it dance. And I told him, I said, a white woman in damn politics, nigga, she fucked up. And I said, the black damn women have an in for white. Now, this is a white guy. Nigga, she get paid mid-6.5 million doing this bullshit. She got a De Blasio elected. You know how many billions of dollars flow from De Blasio, bro? And I told him, I said, a black woman in damn a white woman in damn politics, bro. Ain't no place for no white woman in damn politics. They blame me, y'all motherfuckers. He said, yeah, and worse. If they deal with groups of particular ethnic politics, they need to have these people on staff too. Man, nigga, I don't get nothing but that raw dope. That raw ass dope. Y'all niggas read that. Soak that shit in for yourself. That's public relations, nigga. Ain't no advertising, nigga. Ain't no products being sold. It's ideas being propagated. Y'all niggas don't understand the game being played, bro. I'm right here in the center of power. Right. And I'm just watching from the outside looking in. Every now and then I get a motherfucker, LGBT African nigga that really come on the stream and show you how deep the tentacles go. How they can make a motherfucking African nigga from Cameroon dance to the LGBT music. It's all about the money, people. It's all about the money. You can read that right there for yourself. Conflict arises, he said. They do a bunch of Jewish stuff. Well, now they got Jewish Middle East crisis too, conflicts. I'm betting on the Jewish on this one. Big bank tell little bank. Big propaganda tell you little propaganda. Y'all niggas soak that in for a minute. Stanley and shit, I'm hosting right now. Oh, you guys want Stanley? Oh man, hey, Stanley's he's a big star now. We might expand Stanley's tent. He's too big for us now. You got DiCaprio looking for Stanley. You know, you see Stanley's what? I only had the banners up, but you guys, man, looks. You know, I promise you, you know, like. It's a labor of love, at least from my standpoint. I was feeling so good. I said, let me jump on the stream. I ain't have to do this. Right? I love it. Lady Lisa said, it's cold. You want to jump Galt to come warm up. You heard on the last stream. Hey, Caprione, did you listen to the last stream? Were you there? Yeah, Portia was in the last stream. HB, maybe he'd be going trucking. Maybe Monday morning. You never know. Everybody deserves a break, don't they? And that's why John Galt feeling, man. I've done 3 hours on the earlier stream. We 1 hour in on this stream. You guys show some support for the channel. How about that? Man, you know, are there any other? Let me ask you guys a message in the chat. And I'm just asking out of curiosity. You heard my lady Lisa said I'm much more of a reader than a video watcher, at least as of late. Are there any other 24-hour channels that you guys watch? They're live, by the way. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, that's what I'm curious. You know. Yeah. Oh, you like Stanley in the middle of the night? You like Stanley in the middle of the night stream? Who does the Streamlab donations go to? For the most part, man, we don't do a lot of Streamlab donations. You can actually see the donations for the Streamlabs on the is a history. Let me see if I can share that with you. And you know, usually we put up a goal, or usually I put. Let me rephrase it. I put up a goal to try to cover the Streamlab fees, man. You know, to be quite honest with you, the Streamlab fees are fucking like amazing, you know, in terms of the cost, man. Like let me go back to this tab. Let me go to this tab. I'm glad you asked though. And to be honest with you, let me see tip history. Here we are. You know, full disclosure here. Oh shit. I gotta stop sharing that. To share this right here. I'll let you guys take a look and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm back. Sorry about it. So you guys, listen. Everything's all transparent here. You know, in some ways, it's like a community channel. You guys, anyone can come up. We always ask for like suggestions on what you want to talk about. You can see everything here, and so some of these, 55 tips. Some of them, yeah, I've tipped in like testing, Garen, other people tips and testing, but there have been some people we have gotten some legitimate tips. You can see it. You can see it all here. I'm not showing anything that you can't see yourself. So if you go to the stream, you see that. So for the most part, you'll see me. This is kind of like behind the scene, inside baseball type thing. A lot of times when I'll do like the Streamlab streams, I do it kind of in hopes that you guys will we get some Streamlabs donations because it does do the animation on the stream and stuff like that. But the downside is that it's hard to get people up on the panel. We haven't perfected it yet. We haven't tested it that much. What was it? American man? Is it American is the community spook to you folks? Tell you American. Oh man, I don't have a problem with you, American man. We were looking for you the other day on the stream. Matter of fact, man, yo, bro, it's getting late, and God, I might go to Weed Maps tonight. Let's see. What John Galt gets, he want what he wants, he gets sometimes. What's up, American man? You want to hop up on the panel? I got some plumbing shit I want to talk to you about. I think I have some pictures of the shit too. So let's see. Get weed smart. Putting the high learning, nigga. High learning. That's what I'm all about. What do I want? I think I want some alt soul tonight. Who does deliveries tonight? I know they don't do deliveries. Open now. What? These motherfuckers open, everybody close. What? Used to be 24 hours around this time, but I guess not anymore. I guess not. Whatever. Fuck it. I probably got enough weed to last me to tomorrow. Anyway, what was I saying? American man, I don't know if you saw my stream earlier, but I've been renting a lot of rooms and getting a lot of calls from, I would almost say exclusively tethers and non-tethers. Black Americans, FBAs, ADOS, slavery niggas. And the non-American slave niggas. And I'm coming to the conclusion, American man, I don't know if you're there yet or not with me. I know you're a tether, as they like to call you. I don't see you as a tether. I see you as a human being. American man. I'm starting to think, bro, these tethers about to pull away with this shit. And you say, well, John Galt, why do you say that? And I'm going to give you some examples. Man, I was on, damn, what's the name of that chat? Bomb Cherry Juice. Anybody ever heard of Bomb Cherry Juice? Bomb Cherry Juice. Man, y'all niggas gonna make me pull up if y'all ain't chat engagement. At least let me know. Bomb Cherry Juice. Any of you niggas ever heard of Bomb Cherry Juice? Let me see if I can pull this shit up. American man, you ever heard? Man, damn. Y'all get me so distracted. Let me see if I got a bookmark for this shit. Let's see. Looking for bookmark. Savage. Fuck. I'll come back to that another time. You know what? I'm gonna look for it. I think I found this shit. Let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second. I think it's it. And I played this a long time ago on the channel. I'm hoping I can find it. He's got so much shit, so much content. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for something. I want to play this for you guys. This might be it. This might be it right here. I think I may have found it. Give me 1 second. My man Michael Savage. I want to play this. I feel sometimes this way when he talks about this and my software career. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. And I don't know if I can find the audio. Let me see. I want to find the audio. I really want to play it for you guys. Let me see if I can find it. I think I found it. I think I found this shit. I've played it once before, but this time if I find it, I'm gonna bookmark this shit. So I can always, yeah, my man, Michael Savage, my nigga. What's up, America, man? I didn't hear you beep come in the background. America, man, I was telling people, I've been going over all this damn immigration, bro, and this shit. I've told a personal story about, like I was a software developer, man. I've developed great shit. Nigga, you lived in New York. I developed software. Nigga, let me show you. Nigga, I used to work here, man. Yeah.
Before you go through that, let me ask you a question. Which one of the buck dancing monkeys ever called me a tether?
No, I'm just talking about it in a Jones here. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. Kim McCase, I don't even know if she considers herself a tether. She considers herself kind of like you, an American man or woman. But I mean, there's an online battle and I tend to think a street battle between the tethers. It's not just say Caribbeans and say the FBA, the $8, whatever the fuck they call themselves. But yeah, I think it's economical. I think it's very much like South Africa, to be honest, if you ask me. And that, the people at the bottom are going to fight each other harder than they would ever fight the people at the top. And so anyway, I want to get into a couple of things I want to share with you. I want to get your opinion on it as a, from out, someone would call you a tether, even though you're an American man. You ever heard of Connecticut? I knew you heard of Connecticut. I knew you heard of Connecticut, right?
Again, right? When you say someone would call me a tether, right? Either you are saying that or someone else.
I mean, I don't. Man, listen, I love it. Honestly, bro, I did a whole stream, bro. I liked it. I never heard the term tethers. You heard my lady say it. She never heard.
Yeah, but but my whole thing, John, is I don't understand why
I'm just talking about the big argument.
Now repeated that twice, right?
Well, I'm talking. Well, I'm just using it tongue in cheek, but I am talking about a bigger argument. If you follow my logic for a little bit, I've talked about when I first moved to New York, I never really met any Jamaicans, and I'll tell you this, American man, I don't know if you heard me talk about black rights and shit like that, but I was dating a Haitian girl when I moved to New York, right? What's that? Well, I dated a Haitian girl. She moved to New York. And when I moved to New York, I moved up and stayed with her for a while, right? Haitian. So I've been with a lot of tethers before it was even termed tethers. And so I'm a guy that noticed patterns and shit like that. So I started to notice a lot of patterns amongst the tethers. And I'm using that term not as a term that I use, but
well, no, I want Stanley Cross to hit the link since he's running his mouth, but
right.
He won't.
So anyway, American man, let's finish the and I'm focusing on Stanley. He'll come up if you want. And so anyway, because I really want to hear your thoughts about that. I really want to hear your thoughts about this, right? And so then I went and worked. When I first moved to New York, I worked for this company called Access Point. I've mentioned it before, and it was a Nigerian guy, Congolese guy. I can't remember his name, Muhammad. but he spelled it like in a different way. And I remember one time I misspelled a nigga's name, and nigga corrected me. Big tall nigga. He like, yo, you misspelled my name. It's not M-U-H-A-M-M-A. It is maybe with one M or some shit like that. Nigga corrected me, or M-O as opposed to M-U. I can't remember which one, but nigga, I remember that to this. I remember to this day, nigga corrected me like, yo, like big tall nigga, aggressive nigga, you know, an African nigga, like a nigga that only popped the balloon. What the other night? A woman was on Pop the Balloon, and she said, and she's Black American. I think she's Black American. She may be a Caribbean, don't matter. But she said, I like African men. I said, that's interesting. I've heard a lot of sisters date or say they prefer African men. I had a buddy on the stream, Jamaican niggas. Nigga grew up in Jamaica. Nigga talked about how rough it was, and when he got here, like this low-hanging fruit here, easy pickings. Doing very well for himself. And so I've just come to the conclusion myself that the tethers, maybe by virtue of how they've lived before they've gotten here, or just the cultural whatever, that the wind, the momentum is behind their back. It's my opinion. And I've worked with some professional tethers, very few professional blacks in the software world. Right. And anyway, so I just wanted to get your opinion on that. What do you think?
Well, in full transparency, right? I don't truly believe in the tether.
I understand
an argument because that
I understand. But you lived in New York, bro. You got it. Like it's as clear as day if you lived in New York.
Well, John, but you gotta let me finish, bro. You gotta let me finish. Right? In full transparency, I don't really believe in that argument because that argument is kind of trash. Right? Like the whole tether thing, I'm a little uncomfortable with that just simply because there are Black Americans and then there are the Black others. And so trying to put a label on it like tether is weird to me. Right? Because here's the thing. Jamaicans don't consider themselves American. Haitians don't consider themselves American. They all have pride in telling you who they are. And so they're not they are
American man, let me share my screen with you. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
I want you, this is in New York more than likely. I want you to listen to this. This is a tether. And I'm using the language that I'm using their language, not mine. And it's the Black American she arguing with. And I want you to listen to what she says to the Black American. If you need me to stop it, rewind it, whatever.
I already know what she's gonna say. I
want you to listen. Listen.
And that's why I say they are the others.
If I was your age, born in this country, I would be a doctor, not caring for people. This is great.
You don't know what the fuck I do. Did I drive a whole motherfucking BMW? And I drive a whole motherfucking BMW, and I work in a fucking hospital, bitch. It's not your car. Don't put your hands on me. I'm calling the police, y'all bitch ass motherfuckers.
Now let me ask you a question. Now, John, let me ask you a question. If this person was to be a doctor, would this person be a doctor? Let's be honest about it. If this person had qualities to be a doctor, would they not be a doctor?
Which one?
This Haitian in this restaurant.
No, well, here's the thing. You know, the Haitian in this, she's Haitian. I didn't know she was Haitian.
John, if this person was to be a doctor in America, would they be a doctor in America? Here you go.
Hold on. I'm a little sidetracked.
No.
No. It's not because
this is why you guys don't like me.
No. Hold hold on. Honestly, I'm not. It's not because I'm responding to you. It's because I saw a couple comments in the chat. You just want to NPC the game, streamers, or if you have a minute to pop over on the stream, except your oil would be great. John. Let me hop over and NPC the game, and then see this is why you have to multitask. Well, yeah, I'm up here. Ryan shotgun is solo at the same. Is shotgun is in the drop? See, I am that nigga.
John,
pissed.
Right?
Whipping niggas ass.
John, if this person here, right? If this restaurateur,
man, hold on.
What you thought?
No.
You ask me a question, right? And then when
we have to be real a little bit because I promise you, I'm gonna let you speak. But I gotta respond to the chat. I'm up here writing solo by myself, so I'm trying to do a few things.
It's just you and I.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not writing solo. I don't have anywhere backstage. I'm just looking at the comments. I'm trying to run the whole show. NPC the game wants me to come up on the stream. I thought I subscribed to him, so let me subscribe. Let me share my channel. Yeah, apparently he gave me some kind of award. Let me see. Let me go over NPC the game. And y'all like hold on for 1 second. We're gonna go over there and then we're gonna watch it here and then I go over there. Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. If you don't mind, American Man, I want you to stay here because I do want to get your input because I this is my second stream on FBA and shit where I want to talk about it. And I honestly believe that, are you married to Tether, American Man?
What type of retarded question is that? I'm married to an American.
Oh, you married to a Caribbean woman or American woman?
I'm married to an American. All right. My children are American.
Gotcha. Okay, I got it. All right. Let me go over here. Let me go over here, American Man. Hold your horses. I'm gonna go over here for 1 second, and then we're gonna watch it from right there. I don't know how this shit works. What?
They all run from me. Stanley on down. They all run from me. No volume, John.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, I don't know what's up.
Well, at least I can't hear the volume. Maybe the chat can, but I can't.
Hold on, man. Let me come back. He gave me some kind of award. I forgot to.
Can you guys hear John? Because I can't hear John or what he's streaming. Hey, John, no one can hear you guys. Tropes in the chat just said he can't hear you. Oh, he did, but he did, but no one can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Stanley, I could hear you. Here goes the only man on John Galt's channel that is remotely smart enough to have a conversation with me. Welcome, Stanley.
Oh, hey. Well, apparently he's got an award or something, so came up to help him out.
Well,
How was your
Stanley.
holidays?
Well, Stanley, I don't think you were here.
No, I
Um,
believe it or not, I just woke up.
well, no. I don't think you were here when this channel had said something about John. You got an echo, Stanley.
Why do I have an echo? Not sure why I do. No, it's probably John.
Okay.
How were
Yeah,
your holidays?
my holidays were good. Listen, I'm broke. I'm poor. I'm in a poorhouse. I'm accepting donation.
Funny.
If anyone wants to give me money, yo, you know what's funny, Stanley? And maybe you went through this, right? Because
Hmm.
you're older than me, but you and I are within like the 20-year range.
Right.
So maybe your son, when you watch his Christmases, what he gets from his grandparents and everything, you're like, damn, you people are really generous compared to what I got. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I tell you what, I can remember my my father-in-law. I swore it was he always got toys that were noisy, and I swear there would be toys that he knew I would hate. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there were always toys I wouldn't get for sure.
No, you know what? So I'm talking about, right. So like my oldest daughter, she's gonna be 16 this year.
Mm.
That's my baby. I mean, it's my first daughter, so obviously I love my children equally, but there's always, well, you don't have multiple children, but
No, but
there'll
I
always be
get it.
like,
I mean, they're children that are gonna be more like you and just kind of know how to amuse you.
I don't know if that's what I just think, like, you're sort of first child, and like they
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
humbled
yeah.
you. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's that thing there, where it's like I don't love my second daughter any less, right? Because you know I, I strive for equality between the two of them, just because like I don't want any blowback. But yeah, I look at my first daughter and I'm like, man, like the shit that you get, just it, and I'm talking about in cash alone, right? Like in cash that like she gets between her grandparents and my family, and well, when I say grandparents, I mean like because my father's passed away, but my mother's still alive. But like just her great grandparents and this and that, because my great grandparents are passed away, and like just all the stuff that she gets. I'm like, man, like you really live a good life as a child, because like I didn't get any of that.
Oh, let me tell you what. A few, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago, uh, my father-in-law bought my son an iPhone. Like I had been holding off getting it, like, hey, you gotta earn it, etc., etc., etc. And boom, like my son and my father-in-law had gone out to dinner or something. Neither of them mentioned it to me. It just kind of showed up on Christmas Day. Ooh, I didn't talk to my father-in-law for like a month. I'm like, you know what? You knew what I was doing, and one little ask, and you just went ahead and did it. Yeah, I was annoyed. So yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Well, it's funny, right, Stanley? Because here's the thing. Like my daughter, I bought her first iPhone, and then told her like, look, your next one doesn't come until you prove to me that you can have good grades, but also you can take care of the phone because these things are expensive, right? And like that was the thing, like, are you going to be able to take care of it? And she did a good job taking care of it for about 4 years because I I buy a new phone every 5 years, and so you're gonna live by that as well. Like you're not gonna be telling me like, Dad, every year you have to get me a new phone. Yeah, you can go smack yourself. And the funny thing is that her grandparents will buy her iPods and new watches every year to go with the phone. And I'm just like, wow, you people just really keep that up, huh? Like I'm on a phone every year, every 5 years, and like she loses her earbuds, and they're just like, oh, okay, honey, yeah, I got a new pair of earbuds for you. Here you go. You wanted it, and I'm like, wow, that's a good life, right? Because like I'm not buying you any earbuds. Like you're gonna figure it out yourself.
Huh.
But guess what, Stanley? This is the year that I got to send my baby to work. She's going to be 16, and financially, she could hold out longer,
Right. Yeah.
right? Because I don't really want to send her to work, but I also don't want to hinder her. So I don't really, it's actually kind of being conflicted.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be, every year from I guess this point forward, every year there's gonna be something you don't want them to do, but you gotta let them.
Yeah, I mean, the whole work thing, right? It's like I don't want to. And again, if I, because
Hell,
I
I
know how
didn't
I
want
am.
my son to go to school.
Well, but that's different from sort of like having a child go to, I don't know, man. Like I don't. I just think like sending a 16-year-old daughter out to work. It's like I don't want to do it, but I think waiting till she's like 18, 19 may sort of like it may not help her in the end,
Right.
right? And so I don't know, and that's why I say like it's confusing. Like at this point, I'm like, hey, baby, you don't really gotta work. But then another point of me is like, I don't know if that's really a good idea.
Well, I mean, you know your child. Um, I
I'm
I
sorry
kind
about
of
that,
feel
American man. I'm really sorry about that. I see Stanley CFW. Man, my man Stanley. That nigga Stanley Cross. Can
yeah,
y'all
I
hear
saw
me?
you were I saw you were
Hello?
in
Oh, no, I
extremis.
think I got to set it. Set it. What
Well,
the fuck I
congratulations.
do?
Would you get
I'm
best
feeling
new
real good. I'm feeling real good. Stanley Cross, what's up?
would you get best new
Stanley Cross, what's
podcaster?
up?
Hey, Stan, hey, hold on,
Ah,
Stanley, hold on, guys. Stanley, you and John are having a malfunction.
What, an echo?
Okay, now I can hear you, Stanley. Go ahead, John. Talk. Let me see.
yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. I mean, it's still an echo. Someone has an echo.
Let me
Me.
let me uh
Y'all see how many echo?
No, you don't.
how
I
about
think it
now?
might have been Stanley because Stanley had the echo for the entire time we've
I
been
don't
talking.
know what
Okay, I got you, got you. Man, I'm in a good mood tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I woke up in a grumpy ass motherfucking mood. I always had nightmares. I ain't gonna lie to you. You heard Lisa say that. Every night I switch the sheets out. Gee, damn, I gotta wash the sheets again. But Maybe no nightmares tonight. I'm in a good mood. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I've been cleaning up after niggas all day. Man, listen, I have to pull the beds all out and shit to make sure that, whenever black people see my other man, like, wherever trash you get, it gets. Man, I pull the bed out way up behind the motherfucking radios of rubber, empty rubber. I said, God damn, rubber band. I said, God damn, how the fuck they get the rubber all the way back here? But somehow it got there, and and there it is again. But American Man, like, and I'm not biased by any means, but as a man on the ground, I'm seeing shit that's happening on the ground, bro. Like, I'm tipping my hat. I'm like, these motherfuckers coming over here from Nigeria, Ghana, wherever. They're like filling a void that many of the black Americans you see me riding my scooter around, right? Like, they're just not filling those voids. And they come here so appreciative of being here that I just don't see how the black Americans who are hell bent on righting a wrong that's 400 years removed can keep up with the tethers, as they like to call them. I'm just using that word for effect. You understand? So don't get hung up on the word because I don't feel that way. My lady, one of my lovely ladies is a teller. I mostly dated tethers. I've told you guys that. And I never thought about him like that until
Before
recently.
you went off to get your award, I was actually gonna come up here especially to tease American Man about it, but
Well, I don't.
American Man.
I haven't said it yet.
American Man. I'm gonna go off on a. Hold on, American Man. I want to go.
American Man, but never lets American Man speak. Like, if you guys want me to leave, so you could just talk.
No, go ahead. You talk, American Man. But I want you to come in on that. Can you come in on that video you saw, American Man, that I played before I left?
Well, John, there was a lot going on there, to be honest, and like communication started getting mixed up, and so for me to comment on it would be ignorant because I don't know what it is exactly I'm commenting.
But one of the things that the black American said to the tether, nigga, I drive a whole BMW. And the tether said to the black American, nigga, I was born here. I be a doctor. Now you said to me,
oh, okay.
You said to me, well, would she be a doctor, John Galt?
Okay.
If she was born here. And so I want to answer your question. You know what I want to say? Go ahead.
Okay, well, hold on, right? I never said she was born here. Never said those words.
Now the woman said if she were born here, she'd be a motherfucking doctor.
Right, that's what she said. And I looked at that woman and I asked you, would that woman be a doctor? And I think we all know the answer.
But see,
hold on. No.
I'm gonna just speak.
You have to let me finish. Don't keep saying American Man, American Man, American Man, and then not let him finish. Do not continue to do that. If you guys are going to scream my name, you have to let me get a point out for you guys to go on and decide that you want to have something to rebut.
Well, wait, guys?
Okay, guy. There we go. I cleared it up.
Thank God.
All right. So we could look at that woman and tell that woman is not going to be a doctor back in her home country, and she's not going to be a doctor here in this country. So she's just a babbling immigrant serving food, deciding that she is better than Black Americans. That's all we saw from that video. That's it.
Let me know when you're done. I want to interrupt you. I want to give you full reign to go right here.
I'm done.
American
a
man,
babbling immigrant.
American man, I'm gonna tell you, man, like, bro, and I'm probably more based in you, um, in this regard, because when you deal, like, if you come from outside of a community, you understand some of the things that you might take for granted. Let me finish. Some of the things that you might take for granted, I may be like, wait a minute, whoa, right? And I may notice, I'm like, whoa, that's interesting that you say that, right?
The big
And,
mama.
and I want to
These
see,
niggas
I
be
want to try to
hating.
show you, I want to show you something if I can, American man. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I want to play something for you, American.
Right. So y'all soon.
I want to play something for you, American man. God damn.
Go ahead, play something for me, bro. I'm
I'm
watching.
looking for it.
I'm watching.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm not gonna
Oh,
do that.
Naz, that's cute, buddy. But thank you, but thank you for letting me. Thank
Hold
you,
on, American man.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not going to say what I really feel, but thank you, thank you. I'm gonna tell you right. The one reason why I fully respect Stanley is
This shit.
no matter where you find Stanley, he's 100% Stanley. No matter where you go. A lot of people change with the win and the crowd and all of that. And that's why I don't respect a lot of people. A lot of people just
Well,
just
I'm always an
just
asshole.
can't be respected because they change with the crowd. Whatever the crowd feels, they change they go and they go with the crowd. But with Stanley, no matter where you see him, he's the same. And that's why I can respect Stanley no matter where we are, no matter how it goes. I just gotta say, you know what,
Well, I
Stanley's
appreciate that.
right, that is pretty much the only reason why, like I still rock with Stanley because at least he's consistent no matter where he goes. A lot
Well,
of other
come on
people,
now. I mean, I rock with you too. We we
well,
we have our moments, but hell, what's life? What's I tend to be, and my son hates this. I tend to be the hardest on the people I like. I
well,
expect. I expect
well,
a
that's
lot.
thinking for myself. But I would ask you this, Stanley: from the time you met me to now, have I changed my
No,
position and
you
decided
have
to be
not.
a different person and all of that?
You have not.
And that's why you're like, even if I disagree with him vehemently, he still is the same person that I disagreed with vehemently a year ago. And I could get with that, right? Like that's the person that stands on something. Everyone else that like changes with the blow of the wind, every crowd, they come to this panel, that panel, and they change. You understand those people are fake. Right? And I think we all understand that.
Yeah. Hey, American man, forgive me. My mic. Let me tell you what happened. I earlier today I went in and I think I know what the problem is. I added a pair of Bluetooth earbuds to this laptop, and I'm betting that is why my mic, excuse me, my mic is screwed up. Let me see, can I get rid of them? I'll just un unshare them or whatever it's called. Give me one sec here.
Well, what are you on now, Stanley? Are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
I'm on my laptop, but I'm
And
about to Yeah, I'm gonna remove the device. Is
yeah,
this
you know
any
what?
better?
Stanley, I never use my headphones on my laptop
Yeah.
because the laptop might. I mean, I guess it depends on what type of laptop you have, but
Yeah,
my
it's a
laptop
Dell.
mic, for the most part, is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like I've never had any problems, so I keep it. But like again, I'll say this: and this is this is not like a brag, but I also don't have like a $300 laptop. Like my
Oh,
laptop is upwards of $2,000, so that's
oh, well, shoot. You know what? I hey, I'm perpetually povertous. My son's computer's like $8,000
Damn, what the fuck he got? A fucking
for
supercomputer?
now
school.
he built his own shit. Your son built his
Yeah,
own
No, no,
shit,
no, no. He
Stanley.
had to have a
8,000
laptop.
motherfucking
He had to
supercomputer.
have a laptop for school.
Mm, that's a motherfucking supercomputer right there. Goddamn 8,000. Goddamn
Hey,
Yeah, he
Georgia
probably
shit.
he
Tech.
probably
Hey,
built it
Georgia
himself.
Tech
That's
had
why.
requirements. Like you gotta
8,000. That's a
have
motherfucking supercomputer. I don't give a fuck what
you
requirements you got. You spend 8,000 goddamn. I don't know much about computers, but
hey,
goddamn 8,000. Well, that motherfucker
Georgia
be a
Tech
motherfucking desktop.
Georgia Tech had requirements.
Anybody know anything about computers and 8,000 computer? What you think about this shit?
It was a
8,000?
it
God
was a
I
damn.
just told you, John, you have to build it yourself. When your
But still,
computer starts
$8,000 goddamn computer,
one,
man.
Oh
Hey, man,
shit,
what the
he's
fuck
got
you
wait,
need?
hold it. Hey John, he's got a gaming computer and a MacBook.
right there it goes.
But I'm
And
saying, $8,000 goddamn computer, man. Like
It was a
that's
laptop.
wild.
It The
That's a
8,000 was
wild
for the
number, bro.
laptop.
That's
I
a
think it
wild
was eight.
number, bro.
It
That's
was
that's a
either
wild
8 or
number.
5.
5 is a wild number for a college student. Niggas,
Hey,
motherfuckers in NASA probably ain't got $5,000 laptop.
welcome to Georgia Tech.
well,
They
again,
gonna
right?
be niggas
I
in
understand
goddamn
because
real life companies ain't got no how about the
Man,
$5,000
you know
laptop.
what? I'm his father. I'm happy to be able to
Yeah,
give
I ain't tripping. You do
and
you
that
right.
and there you go. That's how you know Stanley's not truly in poverty,
Yes,
right?
shit. I
Right?
got a
Man,
Dell.
that's crazy though, bro. That's crazy. Fuck though. Motherfucking $5,000 laptop. That's man.
Come on,
Anybody in
man.
the chat? What you think about $5,000 laptop? Like
It's
for
a
a college student?
it's an Apple.
Um, do you need a $5,000 laptop for a college student? Like, shit sounds amazing. Shit
Well, I
sounds
think
amazing.
all I think all the colleges are I mean all the colleges require laptops these days.
$5,000 for a laptop. I mean, I've never paid more than a couple $100 for a laptop. So I probably not the one to answer, but
Yeah, well
$5,000 sounds crazy
we're
as fuck,
sane
bro.
individuals.
8 was it? Let me ask you this question: was it a specific laptop they had to buy, or could they go out and buy any
Well,
laptop?
it had specs.
Mm.
I
No, well,
mean,
let me ask you this question then.
you could either get a piece a Windows based laptop or you could get an Apple based. He chose
Could
the
you buy it
Apple.
from anywhere? Did you have to buy it from like the
Well, no,
college?
no,
Like,
no, no, no,
Um,
no,
no.
no, hold on, hey man, come in. Let
to
me
be
answer the question.
honest, I don't know.
Well, hold
Where
on, right?
do you know where he bought it from?
You could no, he got it through the school.
There
Well,
you go.
hold on, right? Let me explain something to you old guys, right? You can buy a Windows-based laptop for $400, and you can buy an Apple-based laptop for $600, right?
Hmm.
And that's just based. Once you start going through everything else, that's where the numbers start coming in. All right, and again, that's how I ended up with a almost $2,000 laptop. It's not because I just went into stores like, oh, the laptop's $2,000. No, I actually like went to Microsoft and blah blah blah, right? And when you go to Apple and blah blah blah, that's when the numbers start going up. Like there are no Windows based and Apple based laptops that just cost you that much at the basics. You have to start going and building them for them to get to those prices. That's just the reality of it. I know you guys don't want to accept it because it comes from me. And if one of your monkeys come up here and say it, you guys will find it as new
What are you
information.
talking about?
But I'm just letting you guys know how it truly goes.
Why would I have a problem with what you said?
Well, because I know how you people operate.
Well,
But
damn,
like
dude. You act like we're Russians.
That's just the reality of it.
Is my mic any better?
Yes, Dylan.
Okay, yeah, I know what I did.
And there's no more echo.
I started playing with settings and went in and set it up for stereo or something, and I just undid it. You know what? I was actually now. Let me tell you something. I'm not into this whole John's theory about tethers and blacks and all that. I don't buy into that. I think that it's a little bit of a stilted argument. You know, I'm not a Tariq Nasheed fan, and he gets into that bullshit. And honestly, I feel, and it's statistically borne out. Asians are doing better in a lot of financial categories and academically and stuff. And I just, as a matter of fact, I can piss you and John off. I've been on this rant about, blacks need to come up to an Asian standard. Basically,
well, let me tell you what. Well, Stanley, hold on, right? You can't piss me and John off because I said to John from the beginning, this entire tether argument, I don't get into.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's kind of a separate argument, but let's just stick to the tether. I don't.
So again, if you guys
I'm not that kind of guy.
If you guys decided not to make me the bad guy, you guys would understand that like I actually say a lot of things that you guys will tend to agree with. But you guys need a bad guy, and myself and Conservative and SKC and all of that. We are served up for you guys. So go ahead, continue.
No, I just don't buy that, by that whole framework.
Well, I don't know what whole framework you're talking
about. Well,
the
tethers versus the black, when he says blacks, he means.
Did I not just say that though? Like, amazing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he and I actually talked earlier about it today. I was coming back up from Savannah, and I just don't. I think the argument isn't helpful, and I don't think the argument actually holds up. The problem is they don't want to be associated with American blacks because, traditionally we've been, we have a bad reputation. Now, the funny thing is if you go overseas, blacks have a great reputation.
Let me show you something.
They did back in the 90s.
Stanley, can you see what the African wrote me right here?
Room tomorrow, I will take it.
Next.
Oh, are you a black American? Just asking. Thanks.
Why
I'm in.
No, forget right there. Why do you think he asked me that? What do you think he meant by are you a black American?
I guess he wanted to know.
Oh,
I guess he wanted to know whether you were going to kill him or not, or rob him.
he's already there.
Oh, is he? Well,
Yeah, he's
hopefully he
already.
feels safe. But I mean, I think the argument, who are you or you're Black American? I think I think both sides of the argument are problematic.
Well,
I'm not saying Africans don't feel that way. I'm saying they're ridiculous for feeling that way. But,
well,
the reputation is there. Hell, it's the same reason, white women cross the street, on a dark night when black males come walking or whatever whatever the trope is. It's the same thing.
well, Stanley, here's the thing, though, right? I think there comes a point where you have to admit where you are based on where you would wish things to be.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think John Galt is pointing out where we are now.
Okay, well, where we are, I don't doubt where we are, but one more person adding to the trope isn't helpful. Now there may be a whole comedy
Disagree with
routine
that.
or something in it. Sure. I'm not denying that the trope is there and people really feel this way and sometimes justifiably so. What I'm saying is that basing whole arguments on it versus the individual. I mean, you can basically do the stereotype, but if you're basing every interaction like this guy here asking what you are, um no one will ever tell me America isn't a racist country and basically just buys into the racial arguments hook, line, and sinker. And
Well,
people accuse me of being a race man.
well,
Well, of course, everyone is. They just don't want to admit it.
well. Here's the thing, right? Again, I'm going to say this again, and I'm sure you guys won't listen because you guys need an enemy.
Yeah, we make a
Um,
habit of ignoring you.
yeah, I know because you guys are mostly fools.
Oh,
Um,
come on now. I thought you liked me.
well, I do, but I also can acknowledge when you decide to be a fool. Um,
Well,
uh,
at least I decided it. I can turn it off or on.
oh, yeah, listen, Stanley, right? Again, have I ever been fake with you, Stanley? Like like, listen, I know, right, listen, I listened to you long enough to know when you are like, oh, I'm just going to be the fool because I'm playing the part. Like, yeah, come on now. Like, I'm not the only one that realizes it. There are other people that realize it. But listen, right? Like this whole tether thing, as I said before, right?
Mhm.
I don't necessarily like I don't get into that because it just seems foolish to me. These people are immigrants. They're not tethers, they're immigrants. And
Well, you
that's
know why they call them tethers,
true,
right?
yeah. Well, I understand why, but like I think the whole tether argument,
Well,
you should
it's the
bring
anchor baby argument. That's essentially what they are.
I mean, not all of them, some of them,
Well, yeah,
right?
but when they
I
say,
think
"Hey,"
kind of bringing the
well,
anchor baby
you know what
argument.
an anchor baby is, right?
Anyway, I'm going to ignore that foolish question.
Well, do you believe? The reason
When
I
you start
ask
to
you is,
bring in when you start to bring in,
if you believe in
my
anchor babies,
God,
you believe in tethers.
when you start to bring in the entire tether argument, you start to bring in a different element, right? And I think
What's
the
the
best thing to
difference?
do is just to continue to label them immigrants.
Well, hold on.
I
You
believe the
you
best
can
thing
actually
to do.
help me here. I don't know the difference between an anchor baby, a tether, and an immigrant because technically, the tethers are American citizens because they were born on U.S. soil.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, whatever your definition is,
Now
man,
you
I'm
can
going to
make
let
the
you go with that.
nativist argument, the MAGA argument that hey, they shouldn't be
God,
citizens, but the
MAGA.
14th Amendment is pretty clear on it.
I don't even understand what MAGA has
Okay,
to
of
do.
course you don't. Now you're playing the fool.
No, I'm just wondering why you're being a fool bringing up MAGA.
Oh, well, you
That's
know,
truly what
Trump,
I'm
the
wondering.
reason I'm bringing up MAGA, didn't you know Trump wants to basically deal with the 14th Amendment and get rid of birthright citizenship?
Oh my God.
You didn't know that?
These guys just enter so many arguments.
Okay, dude, if we are pissing you off so much, I mean, how
I
can
mean,
you
you're not
handle
pissing
all
me
this?
off. I just wish that you would be intelligent enough to stick to one argument and not
Okay, they're related arguments.
several things in.
Are you
right?
able to
Don't
connect
don't
dots?
bring several
You know,
things
the
in
human
to try and
brain, if
think
it's
that you're
trained,
confusing
if it's
me when you're
educated
just
or not.
bringing several things in to
Okay,
make
I'm
yourself
sorry.
sound
My
right and you
brain
sound
thinks
like an
on
idiot.
multi levels, and
That's all it is.
if
That's
you
all it is.
can't keep
No,
up,
you're
tell
not
me to slow down.
multi-level. You're an
I can
ignorant.
slow down for
You're
you.
just ignorant. That's it.
Yeah,
You're not
I'll slow
multi-level.
down for you, okay? Because
Right. You're
apparently
not
I'm
multi-level. You're just ignorant.
too fast.
That's it. You're not multi-level. You're just ignorant. That's it.
No, dude, you know what?
You're just ignorant. You're not multi-level.
I don't know why do you have a bee in your bonnet tonight?
First of all, I rebuke anything bonnet related around me. That's first of all.
How is
I rebuke it. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Rebuke. That's first of all. So now do you understand, Stanley, that I'm on my P's and Q's?
All right, well, noted. Like I said, I don't agree with John on this whole thing.
See, I think the reason why you don't agree, Sam.
Oh no, because I think I work on a different framework. You know, you literally said earlier today that you were looking at it from an urban landlord perspective, and I don't look at things through my renters. Of course, I don't have renters.
But I don't necessarily just look at it from a renter standpoint.
Well, you said it, urban landlord.
But from that standpoint, I think that is like the tentacles of that like spread to everything. You can like interpret a lot of things. And I can give you many examples. One of the examples I gave was during COVID, there was a Hispanic guy. He was working in a restaurant, a hot Hispanic Salvadoran restaurant. But during COVID, the restaurant kind of, slowed down. And he was living in my room. I think he was paying like $7.25 a room for a month or whatever. He came to me and said, "Look, man, I got to go to my family and go work for their restaurant. I didn't like Gaithersburg or some shit like that." And he packed up his shit, moved out to Gaithersburg during COVID. And it was like a soft landing or a, kind of a shocking event for him. He's now probably on his feet back, bounced back, and he's probably back in DC somewhere living in a better neighborhood than I could offer him. For many of the poor people, then when I speak about, poor people, the Americans, by and large, it hits the Black Americans first. Any little shock.
Right. When America catches a cold, the Black people, the flu. Yes, I know that.
And I've been saying a long time. And I've seen it. Let me finish. I've been saying it for a very long time. And you hear me talking about like the paradigm shifting and things like that. Maybe 30 years ago, you could forsake your family, forego your family, and say, "I'm just gonna go out here into the world and see if I can meet people, network, blah 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 blah, and go on the where you want to go, greener pasture." Maybe you have a pretty good damn chance of it.
Well, I don't know.
But today, I think your best bet is if your father cut down a bunch of trees to lay the foundation for you to build a house on top of. And I think for many Americans, you've seen it on the stream that everybody a lot of the Americans, Black Americans in particular, it's as if they have just arrived here in America and they're starting from ground zero. How did they start when they're at ground zero? They enter right into the educational industrial complex and they start getting loans loaded up on their back to saddle them down. The migrants, by and large, I've shown them on the stream. At best, they're going to scam the universities and steal money. But they damn sure ain't about to get into some fucking, I'm about to go get a whole bunch of loans. Either they're prevented from getting into it or they don't think about doing it in the first place. But whatever.
I struggle to see your point here.
My point being.
Hold on, Stanley. If you let John finish and then let me come in, I'm going to actually back up what John is saying.
Okay, I don't care. Then I'll struggle to get both your points.
So you're proving you're ignorant because
I'm proving your ignorance.
Yeah.
I think the argument is set on top of an anecdotal foundation.
Typical Stanley.
Okay, typical Stanley. I doubt bullshit. It's
that's the reason. That's the reason why I will always position myself above you intellectually.
Okay, anyway, you know what? Then you will just have to remain permanently.
I will always be above you
intellectually.
I know.
You know what? You hang out on the hood.
Sorry.
How
sorry to the people that
intellectual
support
are
you
you?
that don't want to understand
You
that.
can talk over me all you
I'll
want.
be above you intellectually.
You know.
I always will be.
I will let.
Come on, guys.
I will let you and John sit up in the apple tree and kiss each other with this bad logic.
Okay. Bye, Stanley. See?
No, what I'm saying is, if you let me finish my thought here, what I'm saying is that a lot of the Black Americans I've grown up with, there are a lot of the ones you see out here in the public.
Okay, can you quantify a lot? Can you finally put a number to it? Or are you going to be like, be brave?
Well,
just fucking throw out numbers.
Here's what I say.
Please quantify.
Because this is where a lot of blacks always want to argue in statistics.
Oh, no. Number one, I'm not a lot of blacks, Ben Thorpe. And number two, I would like to know what a lot is.
I want you to notice, John, how Stanley
look, let me talk here.
Stanley never lets anyone finish.
You know what? Because I don't like people making fools of themselves.
Because you're an idiot.
I try and hit them off.
Let me finish.
Because you're a gay leftist.
Let's say that all the rich elite blacks.
Oh, for God's sake!
When they get rich,
quantification.
Well, I'm just gonna say the elite black. They're probably 2%, 1% of all black.
7%, 2% are like 1%.
Whatever. The Oprah Winfrey of the world. The Oprah Winfrey. God damn it! Don't interrupt me anymore. The Oprah Winfrey of the world,
dude.
Come on.
If you're gonna get upset,
I'm just saying. Let me everybody should be able to speak, man. Just seriously. I swear, I try my best not to interrupt anybody. I promise.
Not on Stanley's channel. Only Stanley.
No. This is John's channel.
So
Stanley's channel.
Whatever the lead is, I don't give a fuck what the number is. You can argue. We can argue about that number any day. But I don't give a fuck. I've shown it here time and time again.
Anecdotally.
Okay, whatever. But you is anecdotally. I think you can extrapolate those numbers out.
I disagree that you can.
Sure. We had a black girl on the stream. I played the video in the last stream where she said, I don't want to live in the ghetto around black people. She said. And so she said, I'd rather pay the Indians to live in a grimy ass motel on the outskirts of the city versus living around blacks. And I'm Stanley, you may not believe this, but there are a lot of blacks in America that are spending 50, 60% of their income not to live around blacks. Maybe
people first thing they're gonna do is leave the ghetto when they can afford it.
no, but when they're not leaving the ghetto, they're leaving blacks. Like we need to get down to brass tacks. They're leaving blacks. They're not leaving the ghetto. The ghetto is the ghetto because of blacks.
Agree that's what people do.
Right,
However, it's blacks in the ghetto, in the urban environment.
But whatever the case may be, wherever they are.
Because, well, hold on one second. Remember I told you where I grew up? Blacks weren't leaving blacks in my neighborhood.
Things have changed, Sam. That's all
I
I can tell you.
understand things have changed, but I don't know that they've changed that much. My neighborhood is still there. As a matter of fact, where do you think I was for the past 2 weeks?
Your neighborhood may be anecdotally one of the few left.
It could very well be, but all I'm saying is I think there's a neighborhood up in Norfolk that I was encouraged to move into. I mean, I know of two. And I'm not quantifying either, but I think I have enough anecdotes to battle your anecdotes. I don't agree that it's endemic.
The biggest anecdote I have, Sam, is that of all the places to live in the Atlanta metro area, you chose probably the whitest area, farthest away from all the Negroes. And I don't fault you for that.
The whitest. And you know what? It was a nice house and I could afford it. That's why I chose it.
Right.
Whoa. You're accusing me of something without asking me why.
Bro,
I didn't choose the neighborhood because there were a lot of white people here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you probably choose it because there weren't a lot of blacks, though. That's why.
Okay, now you're going to tell me what I think?
Well, I'm telling you, like, you wouldn't
No. Are you really going to have me on the panel talking to me?
I'll let you talk, though.
Tell me. You said I probably. I'm saying
I don't think you would have chosen a black neighborhood. You would have chosen
there are certain neighborhoods
family outrage.
They could have big catfish farms and everything. I don't believe you would have lived in Clayton County.
No,
I don't believe you would. I don't believe you would.
It depends. I don't know Clayton County that well.
Yeah, I know Clayton County. I know damn well you ain't gonna live there. I know it very well.
You don't know damn well.
Yeah, I do.
I did not look there. You know what the criteria? Whoa. You know what the criteria was? It's near my sister. That was the criteria.
And your sister must not live in Negro.
Near enough, but it's far enough.
And she must not married to a black man or a white man, Stan.
I know she don't live in no Negro. Did your sister live in Negroes?
I know her.
Her neighborhood
is married to a black man.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but he
won't. What county does your sister live in?
No. You know, one fool at a time.
But he won't answer the question.
I can get to your question.
And answer the motherfucking question. Is she married to a black man? Yes or no?
John, you wait your turn for your spanking.
Yeah.
Wait your turn.
Yeah, that's
wait
right.
your turn for your spanking.
You know the truth. Just like you married a white woman, she married a white man. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop.
I will get. Hold on. You want your spanking early?
It, Don Lemon.
You want your spanking early?
Stop it, Don Lemon. Fucking white dick.
Hey, there's one
white dick. Enjoy
fundamental difference between me and John Lemon, and it's not that I'm not gay.
The white man is the biggest threat.
It's that rhetorically I relish in putting my foot up your ass. Your type gets Stanley's foot at least once every second. You talk to Stanley.
Just a bunch of babbling.
American man can talk in the third person.
And you're mad at people at me because I call you out while the rest of the blacks on this channel.
You know what, American man?
And they know you ain't about
shit. I have known you since the CT days. You have never once won an argument against me. So you're not going to start tonight.
I mean, it sounds.
I make a habit
But here's the
of
thing: you've
taking
never won
you
an
and
argument
treating
against me.
you
So I
like the
mean,
Raggedy Andy
so,
you
so I
are.
mean, here's
You're
the
just
thing, though.
one big rag
You
doll,
still
and
married a white
I'm gonna
woman.
shake
You
you up a
talk
little bit.
pro-black.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
sure your
that
sister
yarn
married a
red
white man.
hair and
I'm
make it
sure she
flop
talks
around.
pro-black, and there's nothing wrong with that. But stop
Yeah,
trying to
okay.
pretend like you're
So
doing
John,
anything more.
to get
Stop
back
it.
to you, because
Stop
we
it.
were so rudely
You people
interrupted.
are all fake.
We were so rudely
Yeah, I
interrupted
know. Go
by
ahead.
this
Keep
heathen.
going.
You
Keep
would
going.
think an American man would be
No,
more
you can-
polite. I chose the place because it's near my sister,
That's
and
why I love you,
her
monkey.
neighborhood
Direct
is
me to the
mixed
feet.
as
Easy.
well as mine is.
Easy prey.
And honestly, man,
You
I mean,
should
we
pray
always
more often.
Easy
You should
prey.
pray more often, but I'm
Easy
not your
prey.
God. I'm not your
Easy
God.
prey.
There is no need to pray.
Num 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 num. Easy prey.
Did you just say num 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 num? The fuck?
Easy prey. You dummies are easy prey.
What are you feeding me, Gerber, or what?
Actually, you actually need Infamil.
Num 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 num. Really?
You need
You
Infamil.
just did that on a grown man's channel.
Well, where's the grown man? Where's the grown man? That's the question. Where's the grown man?
I bet you would never do that on Hood Servitors panel.
Where's the
You
grown
disrespect
man?
our panel like that.
Where's the grown? Oh, now you want to try that. But again,
You would
where's the
never
grown
do that
man?
on Hood Servitors.
Here you go. This is how you know I defeated Stanley, because now he wants to bring up Hood Servative.
You
He wants
treat
Hood Servative to save
Hood
him.
Servative
Hey,
with
Hood
more
Servative,
respect.
come save Stanley. Hood Servative, come save Stanley.
You just come up here and disrespect this panel.
No, I actually show you guys. I actually show you guys more respect than I show a lot of people, and specifically you and John, because the rest of the people I absolutely have no respect for.
Well, we
But
appreciate your.
specifically you and John.
What on earth? What is Solid Snake doing? Anyway, I
don't know why
didn't
you
pick this place because it's white, or I didn't reject another place, Clayton County. I didn't look in Clayton County. I'm sure they're perfectly good places to move there. It's a whole
probably
county.
not. Yeah, honestly saying it, like I think we all have to be honest, man. Like,
I'm literally being honest. I
no,
don't think
maybe it
the way
doesn't apply.
you do.
Like, I don't know if you heard the stream earlier with Lisa and
No,
I.
I didn't. I was asleep.
I mean, Lisa, when she comes over here, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. You won't get out the car unless I come and walk her in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, and it's almost embarrassing to me, but it really should be more embarrassing her because you
Why?
preach.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Really?
Hold on. She preaches Black Lives Matter shit. And the same motherfuckers that she praised and George Floyd, like, she's scared to get out of the car without me walking her to the motherfucking front door, man.
Okay, well, that's not a reflection on her. It's a reflection on you.
No, it's a reflection on the people she's afraid of, right? But she can't say that.
Oh, you live with them by choice.
But I ain't the one that she afraid of. She's afraid of the criminals, right? But she can't say it. But she can't say it. And she said, "You want me to say they're black? Well, wait, who the fuck making this ghetto over here?" But she can't say it. Can't say it.
Well, see,
but hold on. But she'll keep voting for it. Like, she'll be in favor of it. She'll
Okay, that's according to you. See, now you and she never talk politics.
I mean, we
I
talked.
think
don't
what
gotta
you're
convince her.
doing is you're taking something and politicizing it.
No,
Okay.
no.
No. Help me out here. What does her fear of your neighborhood have to do with her vote, your vote, or anyone's vote? Okay,
Yeah,
would voting for Trump actually help your neighborhood? It didn't the last time he was in office.
let me know if you're done. Let me know you're done. I
Oh,
respond.
you know what? I was done before you ever brought up the argument.
Okay, so whenever you want me to respond, I'll respond. I'll let you finish.
You go ahead, take your chances and respond.
You heard it on the stream. Well, you didn't hear it on the stream.
I did not hear her on the stream.
So you asked me about the parking lot was dirty. Well, who made the parking lot dirty? I don't know.
Why are we talking
They
parking lot?
well, who commit the crime? It's just a bad neighborhood. Well, who made
In
the
your neighborhood? We know who does.
But she can't say who did it. But if a white man fucking around and bump a black woman with a grocery cart in the grocery, these white men out here racist.
Are you
He'll say
talking
that
about what she
will
said?
say that. Yeah, she will say that. If a motherfucking
Well, then
white
she would
man
probably be wrong.
well, but the point
But
is
you're
that
bringing up what she
may be
said.
wrong.
Why
She
are
may
you
be wrong.
bringing up what
No,
she
listen.
says to
She
me?
may be wrong. She may be
Okay,
wrong.
I'm lost here.
Listen.
Why is what she would say relevant to me?
Right. Okay. So
How is
just
it relevant to this conversation?
Go ahead. I just
No, don't
ahead,
attribute
I'll
your
let you finish.
lady's
No, I'll let you finish.
attitude to me. I find it disrespectful.
Sure. No, I'm not attributing her attitude. What I'm saying
Well,
is
why are
that
you bringing her up?
well, I was bringing up the FBA's attitude toward their criminals.
I'm not FBA. Why are you bringing FBA
Whatever
up
they are.
when you're talking about me?
The black, well, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying the black Americans' attitude toward crime and violence makes me realize that the FBA stand a better chance of creating a more civil society. And you look at every interaction between the FBA and the black American.
This anti-black attitude is really.
You don't let me finish. You never let me finish. I'll let you interrupt me. That's fine.
You know what? If you
It's
can't
black, man. I'm
handle,
just calling both of them are black.
then maybe you should change the argument.
No, you interrupted me, but both of them are black, so I can't be anti-black in
For
this.
fuck's sake! Both of them are black, therefore they are the same. Maybe that's your problem.
But I can't be anti-black. I can't be anti-black.
All black people are alike.
No, but I can't be anti-black. I'm not going to allow you to call me anti-black
Of course you
in one
can.
group.
If I can be anti-black for marrying a white woman, you can be anti-black for thinking all black people are the same.
See, I didn't say all black because I'm clearly differentiating between the Caribs and the Tethers, as they call them, versus the Black Americans. I'm saying I'm leaning.
Are the Tethers black? They don't think so.
Yeah, they're black. Well, in my eyes, they're black. In America, they're going to be black. In America, they're going to be black, right? When they start filling out them forms and shit, they're going to qualify for all the diversity statutes. So, for all intents and purposes, they will be black. And when I'm looking at them, I'm saying, man, they're going to win. You can't deny that. If you had to
what
bet
are
on
they going to win? Can you tell me what they're going to win?
The economic spoils, the educational spoils, they're going to win. Look how they're fighting.
Kind of like the Asians, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, okay. There'll be a pecking order below the Asians, but they will win. And
we do agree on one thing.
And so once we counting up all these winners, then I think it's time that we start to assess who are the losers.
Okay, and you know what? In a country this rich, if there are losers, in the military, there is a thing. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Mm-hmm. Same thing. And now this is just my opinion. I think the country loses if any of the population loses. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and it may not be a day-to-day thing. It might be a Martin Luther King, a Martin Luther King type of argument, but you actually are only as strong as your weakest link. You get judged by that, and there is at least one historical example where your weakest link basically affects foreign policy. So there are winners and losers. There may be, people who kind of revel in being with the winners, but there's a problem if you got losers. And just quickly, I agree that blacks aren't going to win whatever battle you're talking about. No.
Yeah, they're not gonna win, man. You know, when I woke
But
up this
you know
morning,
what?
look,
But you know what? There are portions of there as a group, maybe not, but there will be portions who do.
when I woke up this morning, Stanley, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. I woke up. It probably was the most despair I felt in a long time, man.
John, you still there? You hung up. Or am I hung up? Can anyone hear me out there? Let's see. I see my volume. Chat, can you hear me? American Man, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Yep. Was that me who blinked out?
I think it's me. I think it's me, Stanley.
Okay.
You hear me? Yeah. So a buddy of mine, man, he called me there. He's like, man, like, he's just telling me, like, yo, like, you know, just shit that's going on. And he's like, and then he turned to, you know, he's been on the channel. It's like so much bad shit. And he's like,
excuse me.
Not only can he not lean on his family, his family is more or less like a noose around his neck. And like there's no like synergy, there's no contribution. Like, hey man, like, you know, we all need to come together here. It's like everybody's just pulling him down, right? And hold on, I get calls and you know, I see shit every day. I'm like, damn, these people just can't figure it out here in America. Like, and you know, I hate to see anybody struggling. And these people really are struggling, man. Like, I just don't think they understand like how the world works today. To be honest with you, so it really brings
Like
me
your
down.
friend, you don't let them drag you down.
Nah, I'm up now, goddamn it. I'm having a good time right now, as you can see. But a buddy of mine, you know, when he celebrated their birthday, and then 3 days later, you know, shit looking down for him. It's like, why spend so much money on birthdays, man? Like, pull yourself up out of the rut, man. But it's like constant rut from one day to the next. And like, God damn, like all these adults, I see the migrants, the Africans coming here and they doing their thing. It's like he just can't seem to figure it out. And I don't understand. I really don't understand something. You know.
Yeah, well, you know, I look at the your chart. You know what? I might have been, you know, prone to be a little bit more, you know, towards your argument until I looked at that blackdemographics.com chart about who's in the middle class, you know, who is where salary wise. Um, most black people aren't, you know, um, working poor or poor.
You know, I think that video really shows you everything, though, Stanley. Honestly,
I didn't see the video. You know, I
the
saw the
video,
part that showed American
the
Man.
video of the black woman arguing. I'm gonna show it to you, yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
because I actually haven't seen it.
right? And you know, there's some things that you might not even realize what's going on here. And let's see if I can explain to you. Um, let's see if I can find it again.
I mean, that's the one that Portia sent, or because I was in the car. I saw it in the Slack, or
It
on
just kind
the.
of,
I ain't working a fucking hospital, bitch.
Anything in this world is not your car. It's not your car.
Don't put your motherfucking hands on me.
You don't respect people at all. You come to my business and talk to me carelessly. If I'm at your age, born in this country, I will be a doctor, not carry food for.
see, American man says you can't prove that she would be a doctor, but you can't prove that she can't. But what you can prove is that that black girl who grew up here in America is delivering food from this Haitian-owned woman's business. It all
Oh,
flips.
she's Haitian.
Haitian.
Yeah, she's man. That I would have it sounded like a Nigerian accent.
Well, Universal Man says she's Haitian. I don't know if she is or not.
Well, I've got Nigerian friends. Her accent just reminded me, but I don't. It's immaterial.
Does she sound like? Here's the reality. Does she sound like someone that would or could be a doctor?
It doesn't matter if she would or could not be a doctor, American man. The fact is that the
owner of this restaurant, John.
Yep, she is the owner, and that's what I'm saying.
She's, you know what?
And that's what I'm saying. The black, but she still can throw darts at the black woman and say, if I was born here in America, ain't no telling where I would be. You're here, born in America, delivering food.
Okay, well, John, can I draw a quick parallel?
Mm-hmm.
And this is it's slightly different, actually, maybe a lot different, but it's like Ben Thorpe the other day telling me about, I am where I am, or I was where I was because of DEI. And what he doesn't know.
The difference is, Stanley, I understand what you're saying, but the difference is, Stanley, you can refute that. The black woman
not necessarily.
But you at least you got some comeback to it. There's no comeback for this black woman here because she delivering food. Hold on.
There is. I mean, you're not a doctor. How do we know? There are lots of
hold on. Here's what I'm telling you. An American man, he may vouch for me, he may not. That black woman knows she'll never own a restaurant.
How do you know that?
Because very few black-owned restaurants or anything in New York.
That's where this is?
That shit ethnic owned, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, when I first moved to New York, my lady friend, she like, in the Bronx, she like, all the black people live in the projects here. I'm like, what the black people that she live in the projects? And later on, I saw what she's talking about. Like, Malcolm X projects, Malcolm X houses, that houses, Fulton houses. And when I go over to Brooklyn, that's Fort Greene house. That's what they are. Like, they're not running the ethnic people, honestly. The Haitians, the Trinidadian motherfuckers, they don't want to run the business.
Well, you know what? I think the reason black people are down is they think like you.
Oh, hold on a second. I think black people down because they don't think like me. They want to deny the reality. Hold on for a minute. We got
I'll tell you what.
Hold on. We probably got a prank call. Prank caller, what's up? Is this a prank caller? What's up? Oh, let me turn Bluetooth up.
I just tuned into the show. I guess I'm having a hard time.
No, we can hear
you.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's going
on? Not much, just got off work.
Where do you work? What do you work, brother? Where do you work?
McDonald's.
Okay. What part of the country do you work?
Newark, New Jersey.
Oh shit! A McDonald's in Newark. Good God Almighty! Lord have mercy.
It's hectic, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, man. You need to go.
Be a doctor.
Say what?
No, we can't go.
Will he be a doctor?
Wouldn't allow it.
Let me ask you, man. What kind of wild shit you seen in the McDonald's in Newark?
What am I seeing? Like people that walk in, whatever.
Like just with some wild shit to go on in the Newark McDonald's.
So there's these two I think they might be Italian gentlemen like myself. and they come in. We take their orders, but like apparently the boss tells us not to charge them for whatever reason now. They run up a tab, and like that could get us in trouble because like corporate tells us, you got to charge everybody, no exceptions, not even if you're friends with the guys, So like me and have y'all seen the show The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Okay, so like the running joke is that they're like mobsters. They're like Soprano family mobsters.
Okay.
Like yeah, they're running debt. The boss is in debt or something. That's the joke. But other than that, I mean, there was another time somebody pulled a knife out to another patron.
Let me ask you this question: how did you end up working in a? You're a white guy. You say you're Italian. How did you end up working in McDonald's?
My buddy Christopher, he got me a job up there. He put a good word in for me. This is my first job working, actually.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, cool. All right. And what's the demographics of the people you work with?
Demographic, like age-wise, or well, I guess I'm trying to understand the question. Mostly high school kids, high school dropout college kids, a couple old people trying to get Social Security, that kind of thing,
Is it black, white, what?
Our boss is Mexican, I believe. Jerry, he's black. He runs the fryer, all that. And then my buddy Christopher, he's Italian like myself, We're up north, that's all Italians.
Hey, man, Stanley, you got any questions to ask him? Are you in high school?
Yes, sir. High school, junior year.
Okay. And what are you planning on doing after high school?
I want to join the Army.
Really? You want to go fight in Joe Biden's army?
Not Joe Biden's army. By the time I'm 18, Trump will be in office.
You want to fight in Trump's army?
Yeah, just it's not even for me, really. It's just like anybody I bring along in my life, wife and kids, whatever. I want them to be taken care of.
What do you think about what's a hot topic for you, young people your age?
Hot topics. We're following like the P Diddy stuff, and we're also following like trying to afford to live on our own, especially up north.
Let me ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you some provocative questions if you don't mind. You don't mind, do you?
Sure.
Why do you think?
No, not really.
Do you think there's something to like why black people are so involved in all these kind of sexual scandals?
Like, are you referring to like the P Diddy and the R. Kelly situation?
P Diddy, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, who else? Mr. Kill, who else? A lot of shit going on, in the rap music world.
I think that P Diddy, Jay-Z, all those guys, they definitely did that shit. Nobody's gonna dispute that. And I think any lawyer that picks up Diddy's case, looks over it, still takes it as just doing it for publicity.
Yeah.
That assault case that was brought up against Jay-Z and Diddy, I'm starting to maybe take that one with a grain of salt because there's a lot of inconsistencies. I'm assuming you're familiar with the story.
Yeah.
So, like, 14-year-old girl up north in New York for the VMAs, by herself has autism.
Yeah.
I'm partially autistic myself, but like at the same time, that severity of autism should not be alone up north in New York.
Yeah.
Apparently, she lives down.
Yeah.
And so Diddy's, I guess, chauffeur lets her go to the after party that there was being held. She mentioned the guy from, I think it was Good Charlotte. She spoke to the guy from Good Charlotte, even though they were in like the Midwest America, somewhere like Kansas or something. I'm not good at geography.
Yeah.
They weren't even in New York when this happened.
Hey, let me ask you this: what do you think about all the migration, immigrants and shit coming into this country, man? You're a young man.
The Mexicans.
Nah, I'm talking about everybody. It's a free fall.
Well, I think integration-wise,
yeah. Is your town getting very diverse?
Italians, are we diverse, or am I?
Is
diverse?
your town getting very diverse? Is your town getting diversified?
Oh, yes, sir, definitely.
Like in terms of what?
There's also-
What you getting there? The Pajeets? What are you getting?
Girls, you mean?
Nah, what kind of immigrants you getting? Migrants.
Oh,
diversity.
Cubans.
Cubans,
Canadians.
You lucky, man. You getting the cuties.
Canadians are technically white.
You getting the cuties. You getting the Cubans and the
also,
Canadians. No Africans for you. No Africans.
Yeah, I don't, not like Africans, but like we do have black people, yes.
But you're not getting any African, West Africans, Congolese motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'm sure we could, if we looked long enough, we would find some.
Do you want some Africans?
I'll be real with you. An African's never done me wrong in my entire life, so I wouldn't really have any problems with it.
Do you want some Africans in your hometown? Some Nigerians, Congolese?
Well, I don't see why not. Or there's something bad about that?
No, I'm just asking you. I'm asking.
Oh yeah. No, I don't have any issues with the black community.
Yeah, you ever dated a black girl before?
No, I have not. I've dated Mexican women. I've dated other Italian chicks. I found more luck with the Italians because I'm also Italian. But
which women are most attractive to you as a young man? Like when you watch porn, which women do you look for in porn?
Italians, other Italians.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
I don't like white blonde chicks. That's my whole thing.
Really? Why is that?
White blonde chicks, that's like the number one red flag because 90% of the time, if they're actually blonde, they get their hair and then they dye it all sorts of weird fucking colors, cut it short, go to fucking, they just make it a big deal about not under the patriarchy, whatever it is, whatever the current topic is. And those women get you sexual assault lawsuits. I saw it happen to my Uncle Louis, and he's in prison even though the chick lied.
No shit. You got any family members in it? Like, you got any family members like connected? Anything like, or like rumored to be connected?
Mafia?
Yeah, rumored to be connected. You in New Jersey? I know you heard that question a million times. Huh?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's like, so I have we have family members that we suspect are connected. Like my Uncle Louis, he was friends with. He's an older man, like in his 50s and 60s. He was running around with the Lucchese crime family, the family out of Goodfellas. Like not running around as in like we know for sure he was involved, but he had friends that were actually connected. Like you could look him up in newspapers. Thomas D. Simone, the guy in Goodfellas, Joe Pesci plays, he was friends with him.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, we think that the whole reason the judge threw Louis in jail over the false assault lawsuit was because the judge knew about him running around with all these people and just wanted to get him out of the picture. Really? He's been in jail for about 5 years, prison for about 5 years.
And where is this again? What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Louis.
Louis what?
My Uncle Louis.
Louis what? What's his name?
Louis Briscola.
Say that one more time.
Briscola.
Riscola. Hey, why don't you work at a pizza spot in Jersey, man? You fucking working at McDonald's?
My mom, she told me not to work in the pizza place down here for whatever reason. I feel like any crimes going on, she doesn't like the place. She doesn't like pizza. I don't know.
Hey,
With McDonald's, you can get yeah.
Hey, can you give a you ever use the word guma? My guma.
Guma, like they do in The Sopranos when they cheat on their wife. I haven't heard anybody else use the word guma.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure people do use it. Like we call like in The Sopranos, they call it gabagool.
Yeah, gabagool. What's a gabagool?
Although I would say it's definitely.
Say what?
Gabagool is an Italian delicacy. It's an Italian delicacy that comes from a pig's neck. It's called capicola.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Gabagool.
There.
You ever been down on Jersey Shore before? That's where all the Italian what is it? Is it like?
No, I have not.
Is that like Italian white trash?
I have not.
Is that what they call like Italian white trash? Is it
Italian white trash? Yeah, that's definitely where since the really white redneck dudes down from the south. That's like our version of that. We don't associate with that. They're not even real Italians. They go out to fucking getting their tans and like tanning salons and shit. It's like you get that shit in the sun and it's supposed to fucking hurt. You put work into your tan.
Yeah.
Gabagool.
All right, man. Hey, how did you find the channel, by the way?
I typed in call-ins and live. I was just really bored after I got off work.
You got to come back anytime, man. We love to hear your wild stories in McDonald's, man.
All right, I'll subscribe to y'all. My name's Paulie.
Paulie, that's truly Italian, bro. Hey, so you were telling us, what part of you in Newark? The McDonald's you work?
Newark, New Jersey. And the other thing about Newark is the band My Chemical Romance. They're from here. One of my favorite bands. Well, and not so much anymore, but they're still a good band.
You ever seen any chimp outs in the McDonald's, man? Like people come in, you didn't put enough mayonnaise on your shit, and then they just chimp the fuck out.
I haven't, but Christopher and Michael and all them guys, they told me, okay. Here's a funny story if you want like crazy McDonald's in Newark. Okay. Middle-aged father, 50s, Mexican. Really big guy. Should not be eating at McDonald's. He comes in with his family and he's got like 4 or 5 kids. He's like, hey, I'd like to order a quarter pounder, 5 quarter pounders, 20 pieces of fucking buffalo sauce, and medium drink. That is the weirdest, complicated, not even complicated, just the weirdest order. You're obviously going to get the large. Come on. Okay, so we give him his order. We give him his food. He goes into his car when he gets the food. Comes back and he's fucking pissed because the drink is large. It's like you got fucking charged a medium and you got a large out of it. Like, what the fuck?
So he raised hell with you guys? It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Caused a great big fucking stink about a large drink when he was supposed to get a medium. Like, what the fuck? You got a bigger size for a smaller price.
Yeah, it's not so bad. You must work in a good neighborhood.
I could ask Michael. He's been working there longer than us. He's in college. He's in his 20s trying to get a doctorate of some kind. I don't know.
Are you going to go to college?
No, sir. I'm not going to go to college. But I'm not really booked. I work a lot with my hands.
So what are you going to do with your hands?
Probably I'm going to... My mom, her washing machine and her fucking dishwashers. It's fucked so many goddamn different ways that I have to always figure out how to fix it. I was fixing things for me. When my toys broke, I'd have to fix it myself. When my cousin Apple Barbie doll broke, I'd fix it.
Yeah.
So I was fixing things from a young age. That's a passion.
My man. I like the sound of it. Man, Paulie, call back in and join the panel anytime, man. We love to have you on, We love to have you. All right. Listeners for sure. Make sure you like, share, and share it for sure. With some of your younger audience, we talk about a lot of different things because we stream almost 24 hours a day.
Almost 24 hours a day. I'll see about when I get off the McDonald's. Just like I call in.
Anytime you call in from school. When there's a fight at school, call in.
I don't know about that. I try to get I'm not a good book learner, but I keep my grades up either way because my mom will yell at me. My nana, she'll fucking whip me.
Take your camera to school, man. Fuck it. If you ain't learning, then
I'll do
at least you can film some fights and call in here to the John Galt channel here. How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you again for calling in, my man. My man, I really appreciate that.
All right.
We love the call-ins. Indeed, we do. We love the call-ins. We love the call-ins. What's up, Stanley? Sorry about that.
John.
Yeah, what's up?
So, John, what did you learn? That most white Americans don't have issues with black Americans. Right?
I never say they did.
Hold on, John. Stop pretending. Let's all stop pretending, please. Let's all stop pretending. Both of y'all, shut the fuck up.
Oh my Lord!
Let's stop pretending. Let's all stop pretending. John,
I'm going to stop pretending you're polite.
John's fishing for him to say something about black people.
What the fuck?
And now.
What are you drinking, American tourist?
Go ahead, Stanley. Suck his cock.
Yeah. What are you drinking? It must be good.
Guess what? I'm drinking the blood of foreign.
You're seeing.
I'm drinking the blood of foreign.
They haven't even been brought up.
I'm drinking the blood of
what
foreign.
What color is that elephant you see?
The same color you see it, Stanley.
Well, I don't see an elephant.
Guys, how the hell
I
are
don't
you?
see an elephant. You do.
What's up, Torp, man? What's going on?
Good to see you, John Galt. Y'all been in my head a little bit over the last couple of days.
Man, I've been busy, man. I've been busy, man. It's the first of the year. I got to get out of like people are in and out, having a good time, celebrating the first of the year. I got to clean up after and make sure that the next person is as happy as the person that just left out. So, and then I got to put my design out to it, 12, man. That's how it goes. Always kind of Kaizen, 12, man. Continuous improvement.
Did you have any run-ins or find any dead bodies or anything?
I found a baby that shouldn't have been in my house, and I got to deal with that. No babies. Because bitch roller. Man, listen. Stanley, you don't believe this shit, man. Like, is it this what I'm saying, Stanley? This the brand new world we in, Stanley. And I want you to imagine.
Is that the same world you keep complaining about?
Man. Listen, man. I swear, Stanley, man. Like, I can swim in these waters, but I'm really more concerned about my children and other people that may not have that dog in their ass like John Galt. They shouldn't have to compete with the whole rest of the world. I've shown you these motherfuckers running resume scams, resume motherfucking meals. I showed you right here.
Hold on, John.
What you do? I gotta show you motherfucking again. What's it? What?
Hold on. Stop. Go back. What did you just say? What did you just say?
Look at that nigga. What? Look at this shit.
John.
Look at this shit.
What did you just say? You're concerned about your children in this country.
I'm so really concerned, man. Bro, listen, man. I lost my whole career to this. What you see on the screen right here, scams.
Right? You see that?
I love it, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
John wants to be against I said when I repeat back, when I repeat back to him what he said, he has to be against it.
I've been doing this shit, man. Honestly, man, like I'm a little fucked up.
Everyone pay attention.
I'm smoking a drink. What's the name of this stream? Feeling good, drinking good, smoking good.
Hey, John, hold on, no, John. What did you say? Didn't you say you're concerned about your children?
Yeah.
Against a bunch of foreigners in this country? Why don't you just be real, John? Stop being afraid.
Nigga, my living Maine, man, but I do worry about my children. And when I look at this shit right here, look at this shit. Look at this shit, man. Man, listen, man. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you honestly, bro. Man, when I was a little nigga, man, I begged my parents for a computer. This is back in the 80s. And my dad bought me a Commodore 64. And I'm gonna tell you, Stanley, this is something for your son. And honestly, Richard, I see Richard in the audience, so he know where I come from. I am that nigga, John. Like, I ain't got no reason to tell you no motherfucking lies. And I'm gonna bring this nigga up. Hold on, give me a minute.
Damn, boy.
Man, nigga, I'm cooking a little bit tonight.
Let me be honest. You
nigga, I got that dope.
2024. Sad.
I got that dope. Right.
Bunch of
Stanley,
sad black men.
A nigga wrote me this right here. Look.
From Stanley on down to 8. Sad black men.
We appreciate your sympathy, American man.
You listen what goes. Like,
can you give us a handout?
Man, fuck that. Like, listen. Listen what's going on. Man, fuck all that, man. Come on now. Let's get with the business.
Nigger.
Stanley, I want you to look at this. Stanley, I don't know if you were here on the earlier stream, man. Like, man, my nigga like this. I've been here so long. And let me see this. Oh, shit! I don't want to show too much. And I showed it earlier. Let me see. I think I can show it. Can I show this? Yeah. Let me show it. Look at that, Stanley. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, Stanley. See, I've been here so long, man. I know so many people that make their money in such, ways one may call nefarious, and you do what you gotta do. And listen to what she said. I've been telling you motherfuckers about like how the election year, it don't matter who win, who lose. But Donald Trump came into town, and Kamala, she was spending her money with different people. And so what happened? What did he say? This is a good friend of mine, Stanley. White guy. I'm gonna bring that nigga up on the street. That nigga fired me. I am that nigga, John Galt. I walked in the motherfucking government building with that pistol 40 loaded by mistake. But I beat that shit nonetheless, and I'm still here. And he brought me into his office. He said, "Yo, John Galt, man, I gotta let you go because of the DOJ called me. They said like." They don't want you working here no more. I said, okay, well, cool. I showed you who I work for, cops. I showed you, right? And so look what he get rolled on the screen. Like, we used to go to the Trump Hotel to have dinner. And I had to pay for it because his wife, big-time Democrat, she made more money than he did. So look what she said. Normally, election years are the windfall, but Trump came to town. But not this year. I showed you niggas who she worked for. Berlin Rosen, that's who she worked for. Guessing they all saw it coming. What did they see coming? They said the Trump train coming. And they couldn't make no motherfucking money. They couldn't make no money. Kamala was spending her money with dance party with Beyonce. And Trump was coming in like a hot train. And I said, oh shit. Well, the venture capitalist motherfuckers, they in her space now. They in the political consultant. Listen to what he said. He said, yeah, Her company is going more and more commercial, and that's attractive. Her area is profitable, but they want more of the big, nigga. They want more big. So she got to grind harder. Grind harder. Grind harder. It's DC, baby. And so remember I told you that these motherfuckers put like a $500,000 addition. Not a house, nigga, addition. I'm nigga John God. I live real simple. And so they said her area is probably, 10% growth to what they can get, blah, blah, blah. I said, damn, I thought she was in politics. And he said she's somebody read that for me because I'm
So it's leftist communications.
She helped elect De Blasio. Times were good back in the day. Yeah, they were. But they're not so good no more. That's what he's saying to me. She left his communication, a lot of that views into politics, climate change, social justice, green energy, but ain't no more money in there because Trump done came to town. Certainly read the next sentence for me. My eyes are a little blurry. She was in who? What was she in?
She was in the Obama admin for 4 years before that.
Obama. Ain't no more money in there, nigga. That nigga gone. He gone, man.
And then you say a white woman in dim politics, the black dim women have it in for white women.
And what
if they deal with groups of particular ethnic politics, then they need to have those people, and then it goes off screen. Your point in showing this is
keep reading. And then what? Conflict arise? Why did conflict arise? Come on, him. Somebody help
then
me.
they need to have people on staff too. So you get hiring based on that. They do a bunch of Jewish stuff. Well, they got non-Jew. Well, damn. This racist.
That's a $500,000 job he's talking about.
Racist stuff even gets into people's DMs. Interesting.
And that's a $500,000 job he's talking to me about, right? It's $500,000. She promotes the narrative that you read in the Washington Post tomorrow morning. She approves, writes, curates the narrative. I can show you
what?
She writes, curates the narratives that you read in the Washington Post tomorrow morning.
His wife does?
Yeah. Democrat.
Okay, well, how is that dim communications? Why didn't he just say she was a reporter?
No, she's not a reporter. See, reporters are nothing but stool pigeons.
Okay, is she an opinion writer or what?
No, bro. Like, listen. let me share. Let me show you. I ain't gonna go all into this shit, but basically, they're like strategic, like people who send out the narrative for the news, the media, that kind of shit. Then they serve to elect who they want that they're gonna push the agenda. So she works for the company that elected De Blasio, Obama administration, so on and so forth. And the name of the company is Berlin Rosen. See what I'm saying?
I got you.
Right. So if you Google Berlin Rosen, you understand how the whole
basically like a political consultant or something.
Political consultant with like PR.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in that.
Fuck yeah.
But it's very cyclical.
Yeah, well, it's not. You see, that's what I'm saying. See, that's the part that I'm trying to explain to you guys. It's not cyclical at all. Because for them, it doesn't matter who wins, they loses. Listen what he says. Look at the top. What he says. Her company's what he says.
I saw the part about growing at 10%.
No. This is what he says. He said, right here. Normally, election years are the windfall, no matter who wins, who loses, nigga. That's what he's saying. But he's saying in this year, when Trump came along, and when there was a wildcat candidate who spent the money the way she saw fit. That's why I keep trying to tell you, Stanley, like all these outsiders, the old heads, the Democrats who didn't get all that money like they used to get it. Like his wife, she didn't get that money. She was outside of the Kamala Harris campaign ecosphere. She didn't get the money. And so that's the way he said, normally election years are the windfall. But not this year because Kamala's spending with her people. The Democrat Party is splintered. The old heads are out, bro. That's what he's saying. She was with the old heads.
Yeah,
But now there's a new group in, right? And that's why that wasn't a windfall.
Right.
That wasn't a windfall for him.
Some of the Nancy Pelosi's and all those guys. I suspect the same thing is happening on the Republican side. And it's going to happen when Trump leaves because a lot of his old crowd's going to be out.
Yeah. Anyway,
politics is about age too, oddly enough.
Indeed. Anyway, very interesting, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna tell you something.
What? Did you finally make it back home, Stanley? If
I did.
Interject, sorry.
Yep. I've been home, I don't know, probably since 5 o'clock or so. Eastern time.
So, did it always feel good to be home?
Yeah. Well,
did you regret leaving your dad there?
Get my son back to Georgia Tech tomorrow.
Did you regret leaving your dad there by himself? Is he by himself?
I think my brother will be there in a couple days. I mean, I don't think, you have to run a fine line. I mean, he's still pretty capable.
That's good.
Don't want to smother him.
Yeah, that's real good. That's real good, man. That's real. You can rest in peace knowing he can kind of, take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? Real good. Real good.
Yeah, and then we'll be there. I mean, we can be there, and it's a little bit of a distance, but it's about 4 hours.
Yeah, I was talking. Your brother, where he's in the Atlanta area too.
Yeah, all of us are.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's not far. Either y'all all can hop in the car together, or whatever.
Right.
I was thinking about this, Stanley, and I mentioned it the other day. I said, like one of the things I will probably want to focus on is like proximity. It's probably worth more than money. If your father needed something, you're 4 hours away, you can get there, right? Versus having to fly across country if you were in LA or something like that.
Right.
There are many parts of the world where people don't leave far from, they don't, what is it? Stray far from the flock or the nest or whatever. And so I think, there is some value in it, staying close to the flock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet your father appreciated you being there.
Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, I wound up being there for damn near. Well, as a matter of fact, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned that to you when you said you're gonna be staying a couple of days. I said, I know you probably don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'd probably still be there. To be honest,
why did you have to leave? What made you have to leave?
My son has to go back to school.
Yeah.
And he left his computer and all this stuff up here, so we had to come back home.
He's ready to get back anywhere.
Oh, I'm sure he was or is.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I said, "Well, you're going to be home on Martin Luther King's holiday." He said, "Nah, do you mind if I stay up there?" So yeah, he's had his fill.
There you go. Yeah, man, I woke up in a bad mood, but as the day went on, man, I started doing some work because I could easily just sit here and just go live and talk shit all day, but I got up and did some things that I probably should have done. And my mood brightened up a bit. I will say that.
Well, nothing brightens your mood like accomplishing things.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Used to be, I can remember when I lived up on the mountain. This is damn near 20 years ago, or more than 20 years ago now. You know, I hate, um, I hate mowing lawns. I detest mowing the lawn. But after you've mowed the lawn, you feel pretty good. So
Yeah.
you have to concentrate on how you feel afterwards.
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that, Sammy. Yeah, no, I actually enjoy mowing the lawn. I don't mind that. You know what I hate doing? I hate doing more than anything, putting up curtains. God, I hate curtain rods in particular, man. I hate this shit. Like, oh, I was doing it the other. Oh my god,
You should put up blinds.
man! I can show you
I
pictures
think
of right now. Blinds, people break them up.
the worst job I've ever done is lay carpet. You have to put those rubber things on your knees and push the carpet in the corners just to staple it just right. I hated that job. That's why
I
they
think
get
it's a good
paid good money, though, I guess. Right?
yeah, indeed, indeed. Then I think it's a good time. We probably need to look at the chat, man. What do you think? A lot of people chatting. We need to see what all they're
Oh,
saying.
I've been looking at it every now and again.
You know, Stanley, I called you earlier today, and you know, we could talk about as much as you feel comfortable with. You know, I said, you know, you really be holding it down. A lot of people, you know, like shit. I swear, some of these motherfuckers listen to us 24 hours a day. Have you noticed that, Stanley?
Yeah. There are people, but people listen at work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I notice more during the week. People being there for
yeah.
a long time, but weekends is a little bit more fluid.
And then there are other people that even like. I mean, shit. At one point, man, I look up on the YouTube and it's like people, shit, streaming off you, and then at some point they come in the channel like, yo, I made so much money just talking about you, right? And you know, honestly, Stanley, you know, I think one of the things that goes unsaid is that like all of those guys could have reached out to you and said, hey, why don't we do something, whatever it is together, you know, like, you know, you understand what I'm saying, Stanley?
Yeah.
All of them, everyone could have said, let me reach out to Stanley. But I think that, you know, a lot of times people want to like speak to like an echo chamber. I don't, you know, you understand what I'm saying, Stanley?
Oh yeah.
Right, and so they may want to make like transactional type money off of you, but I don't really think they understood like you know your value, like your perspective, like your, you know, they viewed you with like a very narrow lens. Would you say that's fair?
Um, I'd say they view me more like a threat.
Yeah, that's very good. You know, I asked you that one time when CT was up there. I'm like, Stanley, why you asking him that question? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I remember.
You know, I said, why you asking him that question? Because I knew where you were headed with that. And yeah, I kind of came in and intervened a little bit. You know, it was like when you asked him about Jimmy rigging and shit.
Yeah.
Because I knew where you were headed with that, right? And I don't think he knew where you were headed. And he didn't know, right? Yeah, so you know, I think that you know, so you're probably right about that. You're a little crafty, Sammy. You're a little crafty, Sammy. So you know, I don't think a lot of people, you know, understand where you come from. Or
Well,
even
to be honest, and I see it myself, people tend to view the left as very, I guess the word to use would be woke and very almost like the histrionic left. It's like, they get so emotional that Once they get rolling, they'll just go. And, everybody gets like that every now and again. But I don't know. Sometimes people don't see me coming. And I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hilarious.
But
Like
I do think though,
Red Wine 65 here doesn't see where I'm about to go with
but I
his.
do think, when you heard me talk earlier, I was like, when I say the winds are behind the FB, what's the fuck are they called? Tethers,
FBA.
right? The tethers.
Oh, tethers.
When I say the wind behind the tethers back, and it's not because you know, I think you could trip them up on the things that you can trip them up on, but I think that the ones that are gonna come along, the next generation, are gonna be a little bit more hostile, and they're gonna draw finer lines than, let's say, the cities of the world. And I think that's where we're headed. And I know we disagree on that, but I think that's where we're headed. Like, man, I tell you, my lady's African. And
Oh,
she
really?
yeah, one of them. One of them.
Oh, one of them. Okay, because I was about to say the one.
Lovely Lisa.
Uh,
Yeah, she's
I thought
African.
is she South African?
No, which one?
I thought one of your ladies was fairly light skinned.
Yeah, no, she's not African. But the other one, she's African.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ghanaian, and you know, and you have to have real thick skin, man. I got a real good buddy, man. He's been on the show, African nigga, and sometimes he try to poke at me, but it doesn't work with me because I got real thick skin like a fucking turtle. And he be like, when I was raised up, and he's from Jersey, same areas where Lisa's from, my lady Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, when I grew up, man, like, and he used to rent from me. Nigga used to rent from me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I am that nigga, John Galt, right? Even though he used to rent from me. And so even if he tried to maintain somewhat of an air of like at least equality is superior to me. Like, you're black. Like, did I show you the message? Oh, I showed you the message earlier where the guy said, "Are you Black American?"
Yeah.
Right. And I think there's like there's some cultural tension there that's being like
Of course there is. But that
yeah.
cultural tension's been there. Essentially, Africans didn't really come to America in large quantities, pretty much since 1820 or so when they outlawed the slave trade. Blacks
Yeah.
hadn't been coming in here in large quantities till after 1964. There was an immigration piece, and it might not have been 64 exactly, but one of the civil rights bills was regarded immigration. You can't discriminate based on national origin, kind of the same things.
Yeah.
And so blacks have only been coming here. Now, the Caribbeans might be the exception, but legal immigration basically didn't happen in large quantities until the mid 60s. So, some of the cultural differences are due to, there hasn't been a lot of time, to assimilate. And number two, one thing irony, that guy that I showed several
Yeah.
times this week, one of the things he points out, and I think correctly, is that most immigrants come here with a whole intact culture. Okay, they come
Yeah.
here with they bring their culture with them, and then it gets modified and all that. Whereas Black Americans basically have no connection to their original culture. They were kind of like brought here, weren't allowed full access to the culture for centuries, and then all of a sudden, um, they're expected to be full members of the culture, and there was basically no catch up time. So when you said cultural differences, There are people who argue that Black American culture is not a full culture, and I'm one of them. It's a part of American culture. And, it's really just now becoming kind of integrated or appropriated, depending on your point of view. So I expect there to be cultural differences. I think the fix is probably decades away. And I think, like you, that Black people we need to focus, but to be honest, I don't think it's possible to the group dynamics that both the left and the right in the Black community want to talk about, like what did Obama do for the Black community? My answer to that is, why should he do anything for the Black community? Why is he expected, as a quote Black president, expected to do something for the Black community? What can he do that we can't do ourselves? And to maybe American man's point, I'm starting to think there really is no we. And I'm starting to think that we is like an albatross around the Black community's neck. It is possible that we need to start acting a little bit more individualistically. And that's a Republican argument. But I think there is merit to that argument.
What's up, Torf, man? You want to get in here? You've been quiet. I know you like to jump in. Yes, no, Torf, man. You know what I say, Sandler, man. Oh man, what I would definitely say, Torf, man. I would agree with Phoenix Fish, honestly. In this new America, my buddy Philippe, I was talking to my buddy Philippe today, and he was telling me something. He was talking about this court case, moaning, groaning, and then he talked about his next door neighbor that turned him into the government for no good reason, just did it to be spiteful. And when Phoenix Fish says there is no we, man, like that shit wouldn't happen in 10 miles away in the Spanish neighborhood. And like, it's death by a million cuts, Stanley.
Okay, the thing is if we don't have a we by now, we're not going to get a we. Okay, and oddly enough, we certain parts of the quote unquote white community have a we, but see, they get a choice. Okay, they don't have to do a we. There are plenty independent, in the Navy. It's a Navy term. There are plenty independent steamers in the Jewish community who do just perfectly fine.
And that's what I was gonna say, Stanley. It's like death by a million cuts. Honestly, it's what it is. Like my man Philippe, he take one cut with his next door neighbor. He take another cut with his tenant. He take another cut with his family. He bleeding out before you know it. All over the place he bleeding. And that has just been my observation of how the way things have gone. I think that the way that people look at it in America today, a lot of people just want to, like you say, individualistic. I don't think that's necessarily the way it's going to work today in America for any group of people, regardless of race.
Well, I mean, you should be able to act individually when you want, and when it's coalitions. I mean, people should form coalitions when it makes sense to form coalitions.
Yeah.
The thing is that Black people are always, for some reason or another, expected to act in coalition to a point to where it's a stereotype. I will never understand why people expected an American president who happened to be black to, this whole, Obama didn't do anything for black people. Well, I'm not absolutely sure what he was expected to do, why he would.
Well, I think that it was really a realization that, really a reflection that they couldn't do it for themselves. And many things that they needed done for them, that they wanted done, they really could do it for themselves. The things that he did for them, shit, they really didn't.
Can't do everything.
Hold on for a second. They can clean up their neighborhoods. You see me ride through these neighborhoods full of trash. There's
That is
nobody.
true.
And the things that he did for them, honestly, the Obamacare shit, they could do that for themselves as well, just by taking better care of their health. They don't even need to get involved in the healthcare system, but they don't do that.
I think that let's talk insurance, because I actually have a whole spiel about that. But I think it wasn't so much an individual thing with insurance, but it's kind of a separate thing that I don't want to get wrapped up in because I haven't really thought it fully through. One prediction, just a thing. I actually think we're going to wind up with single payer healthcare at some point in the not too distant future. And I think Luigi Mangione probably was the opening salvo.
I think anybody like depending on this shit now is like not really thinking. It's almost like getting an education. Like only the stupid people go into the healthcare system today. Same way like, only the stupid people going to college today, man. Like there's so many scams. It's been so corrupted nowadays. You can't even trust them. Going to healthcare system.
Okay, well, I don't think. I think scams have been around and pervasive in American culture since the beginning.
Can I tell y'all what I think about Luigi? I think he's a coward that shoots a man in the back that won't even look him in the eye before you kill him. That's what kind of man Luigi is. Can't
right
just
and
walk up and shoot somebody in the back.
Well, I wasn't really talking
like
about
that is.
I really wasn't talking about him in detail. He just happened to come up talking about a different thing. So we appreciate your perspective.
I was just trying to make sure that wasn't someone you're worshiping now. Like,
you know what? You don't want to go there. I'm in the mood to destroy a motherfucker. Don't wind up in my side.
What? Don't destroy me too hard, Stanley. You know I love you, brother.
Yeah. Well, I worship no man.
Everybody worships something.
You know what? I'm one of those exceptions. Moderation in all things, and worshiping isn't necessarily a moderate thing to do.
So yeah, I was talking to you, Stanley, earlier. I called you earlier. I was like, go ahead. What you about to say?
No, yeah. It's funny. I had a buddy of mine who is urging me to start writing a Substack, because apparently that thing I did with Charles, there are people wondering who the hell I am, wanting to talk to me.
I think you on YouTube is like, I think this is your best medium right here, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm happy where I am.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that like I think YouTube is your best medium to like Substack is like, okay, you write something, people write comments. I think you are better back and forth. You got a good like
like a crossfire.
Yeah, ad lib. You're really good at the ad lib and shit. Like I think this is your better medium. you probably could write. That'd be fine. Like, you do it.
Oh, I actually, believe it or not, there was a time before YouTube, as a matter of fact, that I'd prefer to write. You know, you get more time to develop thoughts effectively. But
the news media moves too fast today for writing.
That's true.
You know, we move too fast, and you gotta keep it pushing, Stanley. You gotta keep it pushing and falling, as they say. But I think
Look at her.
You looking at the window, Stanley, or what?
Now I'm looking at this lady. I'm 63 years old and starting a YouTube.
You're gonna get monetized quickly. JQ be in the audience.
You got Stanley. You got to do a pop the balloon for old folks.
Yeah, I've got a couple saved up. I've been actually this week. I've kind of tried to stay away from it. Last night I did it just because it was Friday night, I guess.
Did J Dub become JQ? Is that what it was? Okay. I think so because J Dub used to live in Georgia or lived in Georgia, and now JQ said he lives in and JQ said he lives in like Gwinnett somewhere. I don't know somewhere.
Yeah, with the high dollar folks over there in Gwinnett. It's a blue county. It's high dollar. So he's just pretending. He is a rich liberal.
And I got to take a little hiatus. I'll be right back. I promise you.
Okay. Where is where are all the? Oh, you know what? Let me drop the link because see, it's not pinned.
Yeah, I've seen where John Galt dropped the link earlier, and I've been saving it for a while.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
I know
Usually,
he don't like to pin the link.
well,
He just
I don't know
likes
how to do it. I don't have. You have to pin it, I think, from the YouTube side, and I don't have access to the YouTube, so Portia usually does it for me.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe that's the way John Galt likes it. Something like you catch the link or you don't.
I don't know.
And if you ask him to,
Well, the thing is even when you pin it, oh damn, even when you pin it, people still ask for it. So
yeah. Well, I think John or Portia or someone can make that bot Rex just drop it every now and then or something like that.
that's a good idea.
I'm not techie enough for that. But I've seen other channels.
Or you know what we could do? We could add it to a crawl thing.
Yeah, or even sometimes, like if you only want to have like specific people up, then you pretty much tell them you're coming on and send the link ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like if you only wanted to have like certain ones up or whatever.
I have friends
lots
who
of
do
toys
that.
to play with. I'm glad you made it home safe, Stanley. I hear Savannah's a pretty cool town, but Atlanta, it could get pretty off the chain over there, huh?
Well, Savannah only gets off the chain during St. Patrick's week. As a matter of fact, it was warm. It was warm enough down there where you could actually wear short sleeves during the day. I got back up here, and I've got weather shock.
You got cold there, Stanley? You get a
Yeah,
cold
it's
spell in Georgia?
last night it got down to 40, or actually I think
Oh
it got down
shit,
to like
that
50.
ain't nothing.
Got down to
Talking about.
50. I think in Savannah or the high 40s, and then up here outside Atlanta, let's see, what is it? It's 32 already. So I'm
Yeah, that's pretty nice, really. Like if
well,
I have a nice quilt blanket and it's gonna be 32 degrees overnight, I'll just shut the heat off and just cuddle up with the dog under a big heavy quilt and call it good.
the fuck is Solid Snake talking about?
Oh no, I'm not
What do
in
you,
the chat. That's
Solid
your
Snake?
job, Stanley.
Solid Snake, do you must subscribe to the Conspiracy Times. I've heard nothing about an an airborne virus lockdown. Um, JQ, you were near that place in Conyers, right? Have they shut anything down? I haven't heard anything like that.
Solid Snake, you need to turn off Alex Jones, bro, for real.
I mean, that explosion happened a few months ago. I mean, any airborne virus is long gone by now. I was about to play my beautiful woman here. My uh let's play my new girlfriend here. Uh,
Which one, Stanley?
this one.
Are you trying to pick through the one you like the most?
Well, no, this just hopped into my algorithm, and it is. I'm 63 years old and starting a YouTube, so I figured I'd play it. She's kind of cute for 60.
Yeah, maybe we could start a hot spot for elders to meet up on your channel late at night. See if we can make something happen.
Yeah,
Just
Shredder,
an idea.
I do have an email. I probably need to get one. I probably need to ask Portia to set up one associated with the John Galt channel. Send it. You
Yeah.
got some Shredder. You Shredder. You got something to send me now, or you just need one in general? Here, let me play this right quick. Oh, this is 11 minutes long. I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know. I don't know if John's coming back. He's probably gone for the night. Um, I'm really thinking about just starting up the Stanley stream.
Yeah, you could do that, Stanley. I mean,
Hey,
John is out for the night.
folks, I'm thinking about just going ahead and starting up the night stream. Let me get that link.
Maybe you got to end this one too, Stanley.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah.
I need to go. First off, what I need to do is go and get the stream. Hold on one sec here. Because Virgo said she wanted to do cooking tonight, but I haven't heard from her. Okay, folks, I'm going to put the new stream yard link. New Stanley V World
That's what you
stream.
said. That how'd you say that, Stanley?
Well, I'm typing it, so I don't want to put verses.
She is kind of attractive though, but I don't know.
She's 63. She's actually older than I am by 3 years.
Older than me by she's 10 years. Let's see. Yeah, 9 years. There's an old song like that too. You probably heard it, Stanley. It goes, older women are beautiful lovers. Just
I think I
don't.
have.
Wasn't that the Oak Ridge Boys or something like that? You probably
Man, I
heard
haven't thought about the Oak Ridge boys in years.
Might have to go listen to that song later, you know.
All right, folks in the chat, I just dropped the new StreamYard link and the new YouTube link for the for Stanley V versus the World. I'm going to go ahead and close down this show, and then I'm going to go like immediately. Well, probably give me 5 minutes because I need to do the nature call, and then I'll start up the new link, and then 12th man. I will put both the YouTube link. Well, you won't need the YouTube link.
What? You could just do a. You know what?
Well, I know
talk-
you can do the transport, but I don't have access to the YouTube, and I actually don't know how to. Is there a way to
No,
do it?
Stanley. I'm talking like when you do the stream, give 30 minutes advance notice that you're about to go live, and then everybody
Oh
gets
yeah,
the
yeah. Well,
notification.
so you're saying what I ought to do is go ahead and adjust the time because I have to.
No.
I originally set it up to go at 2:00 or what? I'm sorry,
Right.
1:30. And
Yeah,
it's
you can
past.
go in there and adjust the clock, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
because
let
like
me.
these last two lives today, I didn't get any notification.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
I've never been able to figure out why. Okay, so it is 3:17. So I need to make it. Let's see. I'll go ahead and do 3:20. We will do 3:50 startup time. Let me adjust it right quick. So 3:50. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and then
guys,
when you do it that way instead of just go live, then everybody gets a notification.
okay, but does that chain me to wait till 3:50 to start, or can I start immediately?
No, you could start at any time.
Well, yeah, that's true. People might be 30. Okay, so we'll wait till 3:20. That's a couple minutes, and then I'll go ahead and shut this down. I'm going to save this lovely lady. Well, yeah, I want to save. I want to save her. I'll save her for the next stream.
Sounds good, Stanley. See you over there.
Well, I was going to, yeah, okay. That's fine. Hey, everybody, go ahead. I dropped the links. It's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes because I got to run and do nature calls. So I will see you over there.
All right. Take care, Stanley. Peace
All right, you
out.
too. And for all the folks in the chat and the oh, you know what? John didn't tell us what award he got. But anyway, John thanks you. We all thank you. Please hit the like if you haven't on your way out. And we will see you in about 10 minutes on Stanley versus the world. And remind me, Shredder, I'm going to have to get a John Galt email address. For now, if you know Portia's email address, you can use hers. Her email. Oh, damn it! I can't remember her email now. I should know it. I know it's. Oh, damn it! What is her email? Something like Portia J at JG. What is it? JGHB.com. Or is it Portia? It's either Portia at JGHB.com or it is Portia J. I think it's Portia at. So anyway, see y'all over there.
Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should. I should go.